Live. We're live.
Outer Haven.
Assemble. Da, 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 da,
I
da.
tried to emulate Steve-O's voice, but I couldn't do it. All right, you done?
Yeah. I'm done now. Hey, welcome back, everybody. I know it's been a long time, man. Our Haven ain't been making no videos for a minute still, except for the
Actually, I think
video
Chris
game.
has been streaming.
Yeah, the video. I said the video. I was gonna say video game ones.
Oh, my
The
bad. I
street.
cut you off.
I know, man. Goddamn devil leg out here cutting me, trying to cut my legs off. Sanji. Oh, I apologize for that. Someone was trying to call me. Anyway, let's get to the topic at hand, man. There is a divide in Outhaven over the whole cake arc.
Is there?
Yeah, like Maras kind of likes it. Everyone else, I think, generally thinks it's okay. Maybe Steve, maybe it's only me, you, and Steve don't like it.
Oh man, I hate this arc, but
I
well,
don't know,
none of
Steve.
them are here
Actually,
to defend their side, so this isn't really
yeah,
fair.
so it's not fair, but fuck it, man. Okay, I'll just say I put it this way: me and Devil Leg, our views do not represent the whole of Outer Haven about Whole Cake Arc. We can't say that for certain. Maybe Steve might agree with us. He's the only other person I think that would, but let's just to put it bluntly, this arc sucked balls, donkey balls, donkey balls.
Yeah, this is gonna get
Shit.
tons of dislikes.
Of course, I'm okay with that. This arc sucked, man. I just okay, man. Okay, this okay. Before we even go into ranting about this arc, I think we should say some positives, Devil, just so at least we have a bit of balance.
Oh, that's easy to say positive because there's a couple things I actually do like about the arc. All right, first
Mhm.
off, I'm not sure if you agree with any of these, but Kata Curry is a beast.
Okay, no, no.
No,
After that last chapter, I'm done. Honestly, that last chapter and the fact that if he ever lost to Luffy, fake lost to Luffy, or or like he wasn't ruthless, man. He wasn't
oh yeah,
ruthless.
you have a thing about villains not being relatable or something.
No, it's just like I'm not like that. I'm just saying.
Nah, you still ain't pudding,
It,
don't you?
oh, I still hate. I still hate. Like I don't hate anymore. It's the hate gone a bit just because she's like, since she kissed my boy Sanji, but she stole the memory, which is kind of messed up. But you gotta do what you gotta do, man. But still. But now, okay, fine. Sorry,
All
let
right,
me
so
finish.
positives.
Yeah.
Katakuri, I like his design, and the fight was
Yeah.
cool. I'm gonna say that at least.
Okay.
And Capone has been pretty awesome,
Okay.
and Chopper blocked Yonko. That's those are the positives I'm gonna say.
Oh my God. Yeah. That's so stupid.
I like Chopper, but I mean, so I'm gonna give that one a pass.
Oh my days. Okay. I would go the same with you. I actually do like the design of a lot of the characters in Whole Cake.
Oh yeah, the designs,
Yeah, I thought some of the designs like Katakuri, yeah, he had a really cool design. I like his design. I
all the
like the
sweet
whole
generals, Amon.
yeah. I mean, yeah, but once we get into the Sweet Generals, it's kind of like oh, yeah. So I don't know. But anyway, and besides that, what else was cool? It was cool to see Luffy. Okay, even though that plot hacks was just different. That was a different plot hacks I've seen before. But it's all I can say is the fight was cool. Like I enjoyed it. It was like the first fight I felt like it was seeing Luffy actually just improves his observation haki like during the fight, which was cool. But at the same time, it's kind of nonsense as well. But that's what I liked. I did like I liked Pound as well.
Oh yeah,
I
that
thought
chapter
it
where
was
Pound
fun.
died.
Oh my
That was
God,
pretty
yeah.
dope.
Oh, actually, I don't know. Do you think he's actually dead though?
Yeah, no, there's no way he's not dead. Like, what? Oven they just stopped killing him
Hey,
halfway through killing him? Like, that makes no sense.
hey, mate. There's still people who think Pedro's not dead because I'm not even sure. Like,
Do you think Pedro's dead?
I think he should be dead, but I don't know, man. Honestly, don't know. And the fact is, I wanna make a little quick first. I was right.
About
I
what?
was right
Wait, hold on. What were
about
you right
what
about?
at the end of this arc. What was gonna happen at the end of this arc? I told you
Jinbei
people.
dying, but he's still alive?
I'm telling you, people have to sacrifice themselves for the Straw Hats to get out.
No, if you specifically said Jinbei was gonna die,
Yeah, Jinbei's gonna die. Jinbei is gonna
Jinbei
die as
didn't
well.
die.
He's gonna, mate. They just off-screened him, man. It's okay. He's just
No.
gonna come. What's gonna happen? He's gonna come in, like he might. If he ever does appear at Wano, he'll have like 2 days worth of life left. So essentially, Big Mom.
That's him dying at Wano though. You're still wrong.
Nah, because she killed him. She basically killed him in Whole Cake. And he's just, but anyway, personally, I think he will die in Whole Cake Island. Like he's just gonna get sent a message like Jinbei ain't coming. That's it. And Luffy's like, no, basically. But look, all I know is okay. I'll admit this. I was wrong about the. Actually, no. I was even wrong about the Vince boats because Reiju's gonna die as well. They're all gonna die.
I mean,
Like
I wasn't debating you about Reiji. I was debating you about
Jinbei.
about Jinbei
I'm
because he
sorry,
didn't
but like
die.
until they have a like, can we just agree until they have a party with the whole crew, Jinbei is not officially a member. Like that's how they always
That's gonna
work
be
with
at
it.
the end of the series at this point.
Nah, because they all have to get together. No, even okay, say this the slight likelihood, like the 0.01 chance that Jinbei doesn't die in Whole Cake Island makes it. They still have to have a party for him to be officially a crew member.
Hey,
So
this
to me,
Shang guy wants the link. You want to give him the link?
Who's Shang-Tzu?
No idea, but he contacted me on one of the chats. He must have been in the call before.
Yeah, Shang-Tzu. Okay, let the nigga join. Yeah, fuck it.
I don't know. He might get hacked like Ty.
Oh, okay, nah, actually, I don't get hacked. Nah, wait. Nah, tell Shanks he's gotta be verified. What's he about?
You said what? Was he a bat?
About, sorry, about. That's just my London accent.
Oh,
Say a
okay.
bat here. But anyway, let's get to the main point of the whole thing, man. What do you? Okay, so actually, oh yeah, we're still naming the good things, aren't we? I think yeah, I'm all out of good things.
I said Capone, Katakuri, the designs in general. You brought that up. I like those.
Yeah.
I I like the first half. How Big Mom looked at in the first half. I don't
Mm.
like the second half. How she seemed like an overgrown baby or something.
Yeah, that's true. And I did
Like
kind of like her
I like
backstory.
yeah, I like her backstory, right? And I did like when she seemed super reasonable and hold on, I got a message from Stebo.
Oh, is he coming?
No idea, but I'll keep going. I
All
like
right.
how she seemed like a reasonable, but she was still clearly insane, and she had like she was intelligent and stuff. You know, I like that portrayal of Big Mom, not the one that seems stupid. But that's pretty much all I got for positives.
Yeah. Oh, Steve-O's working. Oh, okay. All right. That means that's a shame. We won't get to see Steve-O in the stream, but we'll try and find him later. But anyway, yeah. Yeah, that's fair enough. Those. I agree with most of what you're saying. Like Capone was actually pretty cool. I like the fact that there were some cool things like Sanji dodging a jelly bean was quite cool. What else was cool? Uh,
Him standing on the table.
uh,
I hated that moment. You guys were
yeah,
hyping it up. I can't
I
remember
like
who it was,
no, I like that moment. Yeah, man.
bro.
Okay, I can't even name any more positives, man. Like I was gonna say the sweet generals, but I don't know, man. Fucking smoothie, retarded ass, Zoro fucking
I thought
vampire
Smoothie would
teeth.
do at least something before the arc ended. She didn't do anything.
Not even a single thing, man. It's just, and it's not like okay, if we're gonna start getting into it, it's not even it's not like at least Dressrosa, right? It was long. It was a long arc, and it was a lot, but at least it paid off. It actually made sense with the Straw Hat Fleet. the whole cake arc, how is it paid off? There's no payoff. Sanji didn't get a power up. The only thing he got power up was cooking wise. Like we knew he was a sick chef. Like we didn't need to be shown that he can cook the best cake in the world to save the what's his face whole cake island. Like it's just
I
oh my
mean, yeah. Other than the Luffy getting stronger, like a lot of the payoffs are unsatisfying.
yeah. Like it's actually Luffy getting stronger is still like that's just some that was no I agree he should get stronger, but how the hell do you go from struggling to the third Sweet General to beating the first one? It just
Because Luffy is a beast.
I
It's just that
no
simple. No,
just no. This this is a line of total fuckeries of this arc, man. But let's start with to me. There's a few big ones that still don't make any sense right now. Actually, a lot of them, most of them don't make any sense. But for example, the whole reason that Sanji left to even go to the whole Cake Island and the wedding was because Zeph's life was in danger, and the fact is, Zeph's life is still in danger. Like, what the fuck? Like,
yeah.
it doesn't make any sense. Like, they never even. Now he suddenly doesn't care about Zeph anymore. He's just, whatever, man. I'm leaving the island. Like, it makes no sense right now. So when he eventually sees Zeph's head in a box, apparently that's what they do. What Big Mom says she does. But
You forgot.
then,
You forgot, Nikki. Big Mom doesn't care about Zeph.
yeah,
No,
my God.
that was like one of the things Reiju said. She was like, "Big Mom doesn't care about Zeph." We're like, "What? That's just it."
What? But didn't she said she was gonna put his head in a box?
I mean, that's what Peckham said would happen, but I mean, like, they never really said anything about Zeph themselves. So Oda could easily just be like, "Yeah, they never cared about Zeph because that's what Reiju said."
But didn't Judge say something to Zeph? I'm sure Judge was like, "Look, we got your chef like on like basically we got your chef on lock."
I mean, yeah, but Judge is his ally now, technically.
Yeah, but who supplied Judge with the information? Zeph. I mean, Big Mom.
Zeph supplied the information himself.
Like, Zeph snitched on himself. Just like, yeah, but take me in. Nah, but that's what doesn't make sense to me. It's like obviously Big Mom's the one who supplied the information to Judge, so it's like it makes no sense because Judge had no idea about it, like where he was or anything.
I mean, I will say this: they never really mentioned specifically that Sanji went to the island to save Zeph. It was just Vito whispered something we never found out. By the way, Vito whispered something in his ear, and then like Sanji was like, "Okay, I'll go with you guys." But
Uh,
I will
do you
say
think?
like oh,
There
what were
you
you
go.
saying? Now you go.
I was gonna say, do you think they're ever gonna pay off the Via whispering thing? Because I think it's either gonna be like in the next chapters or so, or
No,
it's not
I
even.
think they legit forgot about it. It was like the time to say it was like way earlier, but they just skipped over it. They just
Yeah,
never revealed it.
it makes no. Oh man, it's just this arc, man. It's just. Ugh. But anyway, yeah, let's get into more of the big issues of this arc. Okay, I still think they're stupid. Like Zeph's life's still in danger. I'm sure there's a chapter where Big Mom explains that like the Big Mom pirates anyway, not necessarily Big Mom herself, but one of the members of the crew was just like, look, we've got Zeph on lock. If you don't do anything, like if you don't go to the wedding and get married, we're gonna kill Zeph.
I mean, that's what Peckham's implied, but they never outright said anything like that. It's still
Well, but
stupid, but I mean,
yeah, it's still stupid. That's true. But oh yeah, and also what's gonna happen with Peckham's himself actually, because Peckham's in a precarious position right now.
oh man, Peckham's. Uh,
He should be
I
dead as
I
well.
don't care about Peckham's, bro. They could like kill him and shit. I don't really care.
Have to though, because like after what he did to try and help Luffy escape, like he helped Luffy escape basically. So
Yeah, I love how at the beginning of the arc they were trying to pretend like Peckham's hadn't betrayed Big Mom, and then like then at the end it's like just straight up Peckham's betrayed Big Mom. Like you remember earlier in the arc when when Peckham was brought into the Totland, and then he was pretending like he hadn't betrayed Big Mom himself because he was telling Capone off for betraying Big Mom. I'm like, didn't you just do the same thing though?
But I don't think it's the same though, because he literally like they were trying to kill Big Mom. Like, that's like full on. That's like Judas level betrayal.
I mean, like that's like the difference between a little betrayal and a lot of betrayal. It's betrayal.
Not this stages, man. It's like some like okay. I didn't even consider what Peckham did as a betrayal though. It was just like he was just taking them to Totland. Like like what else was he supposed to do? Like what else was he supposed to do in that
Not lead the
situation? Like
enemy to the front door. Like, what do you mean?
really, that it's like the crew's getting married. Like one of the members of the crew's getting married. It's like, and maybe even when Big Mom said it's like someone should be there from the Straw Hat crew because now we're gonna be allies type thing.
No.
Why not? Like it makes sense. And also, I just realized, okay, there's a few things that haven't been like paid off yet. The whole thing of how the hell did Lola get the VV card from Big Mom?
I forgot all about that. I have no idea. Because
Exactly, and it still hasn't.
Big Mom definitely hates Lola. That
That's the
shit makes
thing.
no
Like,
sense.
he hates.
Oda might answer that in SBS, but he'd be like, "Hey," and he'd be like, Lola stole it on accident or something like that."
But it's still just like it's because it's like impossible to get now.
I don't even know why Big Mom would give Lola a Viva. I don't like. Yeah, that doesn't.
Because the one thing that the one actually no, it's not even a good thing. It's the first time something that's such an unpredictable arc has gone so badly. Like it was terrible, and
Yeah,
it's
people
because
were praising it because it was unpredictable, but I mean, like, the thing
but
is like things would get like either no resolution or when they did get a resolution, it'd be unsatisfying, like the cake and stuff.
yeah, that was just stupid. Like the cake is like who cares? Like I didn't care anymore. Like oh my days. But anyway, what other things like didn't get paid off?
A
Yeah,
lot of the Vince Smoke stuff haven't been answered.
yeah, it's like I don't. Okay, oh, I have such little respect for the Vince Smokes in general. Anyway, except for maybe Ichiji. Ichiji just
Niji's the truth. I don't know why you don't see that. He's way cooler than Ichiji.
nah. Ichiji man. After that disrespectful shit when Judd was crying like a bitch when oh my god, they're going to kill me. Oh no.
Yeah.
I have no problem with the crying. Actually, no, I'm making fun of a guy, but I have no problem with the crying. But the fact that he said help, help, nah, son. No, in that situation, you better. And Ichiji was straight up like, "That you're embarrassing us. Like, it's too late." And Rage didn't even give a shit. Like Rage, she was just like she was ready to die.
Ah man, that's probably one of the most disappointing characters for me is Reiju.
Yeah,
Like, she
I don't
seemed
know.
so mysterious and cool, and then she just turned into, like, like a Sanji cheerleader, and she was just talking about his kindness, and I'm like, bro,
Oh, come on, the kindness thing. We've had this debate too many times. The kindness thing, man.
I no no no. You were debating whether Sanji was kind or not. I agreed with you. I just said I don't like how it's being emphasized in the story because it made Sanji seem like a little bitch, talking about, oh, you're just the kindest out of everyone, and like you're so kind. And I'm like, bro, this is like cheesy to listen to.
That's but come on, man. It's not. It could be worse though. It could be worse. But okay. Also, thing that's not paid off. Sanji's development. Luffy, like, if this is supposed to be a year of Sanji, right? I why did it was there was nothing significant that Sanji ever did in this arc. I mean, honestly, can we name one significant thing he did?
No. I mean, people are gonna
Not
say he saved Thailand with the cake, but I mean, like, we don't really care about Thailand.
who cares about Thailand, bro? Like, who gives a shit? Like that's and even the like we all knew he's a sick cook. Like we already knew he was a great cook. Even
Like,
Big
and
Mom knew
people
he
say
was a
they like
great.
the development. I guess that's up to every other person. That you can have your opinions and stuff. But I mean, I don't feel like his development was anything special.
No, because he's still like it's not like he hasn't developed and or what way has he developed really? To me, he's still the same person he was before. It's just that he doesn't. He still. It's not like he likes his family anymore. You know what I mean? It's still there's still beef there. So it's like
Yeah.
it's a
Wait,
weird thing.
I have to ask you. You remember that one chapter where Sanji was running away with Luffy and the Vince Smoke saved him? How'd you feel about that chapter?
Uh, I don't know. I kind of expected it by that point, and it's more. And but they saved him more for a pride thing. But it's still like I don't know, man. It was just weird because it's like I don't really have respect for the Vince Smokes, but but at the same time I do. It's weird. I don't know. I don't personally the last few chapters I've really not liked at all, man. I have not liked any of
Did
them.
you like the last chapter? Like the ending?
Nah.
You didn't like any of it?
I like obviously the life or death thing for Big Mom. That was cool. That panel, that whole like last page panel was great. I like that. Like everyone's like because you know shit's gonna go down. Like can't keep teasing this. Like Jinbei's dead, Reiju's dead, people gonna be dead. The fishmen dead. So the only people that can get out of that situation are the fishmen at least. But at the same time, when you've got what's his face? The guy who looks like one of the cards in a deck. The design
What? One of the cards in the deck.
in a deck, like not spade or the hearts or diamonds. What's the other one?
Clubs?
Spade, hearts, clubs. Yeah, he looks like clubs basically.
Oven?
Oven, yeah, because oven can boil the sea, obviously, so the fisherman can get out. But at the same time, it's like the fishermen are the only people can really get out of that situation. The Vince smokes are fucked. So I don't know, man. And this whole technology, it's just, I don't know, man. This the ending of this arc was just, this is how I expected it to end before the arc even begun, or like even like within the first 10 few chapters. But look, the way they got there logically was so stupid, so stupid. But anyway, another disappointing thing that hasn't paid off is Smoothie.
Yeah, I don't know why like Smoothie was even in the arc. They could have just been like, "Yo, Commander Smoothie's away on vacation or like doing a mission or something," and then like
Exactly.
reintroduced her because now we're gonna see Smoothie. She's like a meme now in the community.
It's like because now the thing is she's just so I don't know, man. It's like because her devil fruit ability is actually crazy good, but it's just like she's done so little and she seems so dumb. It's like what? There's nothing. There's no redeemable qualities. She's like Star Wars, the new Star Wars films.
Yeah,
Captain Phasma.
yeah.
She's the Captain Phasma of One Piece. Like she looked cool. She didn't do anything though. And she oh my she's the cat oh my god, man. It's a sad thing. It's a sad thing. And whatever happened to Cracker? Like we have no idea what happened to Cracker right now.
Oh yeah, we do. He got laid out and he's just not awake yet.
Yeah, but it's been like how many days was it? Like okay, like how many days does this Hulk arc start?
I mean, Cracker's been unconscious for 2 days now.
Two is what?
Yeah, because like the
And
day before the wedding was when he got knocked out, and it's now it's the day after the wedding, and he's still knocked out.
but did they show a panel of him like not knocked out still or something?
Well, I mean, I assume he'd be a part of trying to stop the Striads if he was still awake.
Mm, that's true. That's true.
And Katakuri's already woken up, so he,
Yeah,
he's way better than Cracker.
that's true. But another thing that hasn't paid off as well, I'm trying to think, that was really dumb. Everything to do with the book room, that did not pay off at all.
I mean, to be fair, like I don't want to spend as little time defending this arc, but to be fair, that was never really built up by Oda. It was just kind of the fans theorizing.
No, but I mean like it's one of those things that it's like a perfect place to like start a cool plot from. Because imagine all those creatures and stuff, and even pirates and stuff that she could have that they could have in those books. But instead of using it, I don't know why Oda didn't think it was a good idea to use that as a plot.
Maybe it was too predictable. Apparently, Oda reads theories and he purposely changes the story to avoid the theories or something like that. I'm not sure if that's true, but I heard that.
I hope that's not true, because that's never going to be good for writing, though, is it? Because at least one person's going to get a theory right. If there's so many people that read One Piece, if everyone tries to predict something, at least one of them will go with oldest thing, the writing. But yeah, I still think that was bad as well, and the fact that the whole thing with what's his face, I can't remember, custard face,
Custard
and
face opera.
yeah, oh my god.
Why can't you
Why?
remember people's names?
No, because I don't care. That's how much I don't dislike this arc. I just don't care about custard face. Like, it's just, oh my god. What he did was just ridiculous. It was ridiculous. I don't understand why the fuck he was still on Totland. He should have been go.
Yeah, I don't understand the logic behind that decision either. He was like, Big Mom would steal my soul, my entire soul for failing, which we haven't seen any evidence that she would, right? Because Snack is still alive, right?
And
And a
Cracker.
bunch of people, who failed are still alive. So I don't know what he was thinking. And he could have just said, "Yeah, strike." Like Jinbei knocked me out when I wasn't looking. Like they got away, and then they would have been prepared. I still don't understand the logic behind that decision.
Makes no sense. Makes no sense. But I think, yeah. Okay, let's start. Okay, what's the worst things you think about this arc? What's the worst points for you in this arc?
The worst points for me is like we don't really get motivation for a lot of the reasons why things happen. Like Big Mom, she just kind of randomly wanted to kill the Vince Smokes, and I'm just kind of like, there's no reason for it because she's just kind of like, I want their technology, but you would get the technology in like a regular alliance. And so it felt like it kind of felt like it was just in there because the arc needed a twist, a plot twist, and it wasn't really written smoothly. That's one of my main problems. Not just that was just an example, but I mean like it's more stuff about motivations because like I can't I can't I remember I listed these out, but I can't think of them right now.
No, I know what you mean. Yeah, I thought I did something similar.
Oh
Okay,
yeah,
so
pudding. She just randomly hated Sanji, even though Sanji did nothing to her. It kind of felt weird, and out of place.
yeah, she's psycho, man. Psycho.
She could be psycho, but I'd be like, she was like had a hard on for hating Sanji specifically. I'm like, okay, is there a reason for this? I mean, they
Mm,
kind of tried to explain it in this last chapter, but I'm not sure how valid it is.
okay.
That's one of my main problems. Another problem is like, the action is kind of like other than Luffy versus Cracker and Luffy versus Katakuri, like all the actions either like unsatisfying or it's off screen. Like you remember when
Yes.
Brook fought Big Mom because we didn't see it.
Oh yeah, that pissed me off. That's very true. And
Another
what else? Actually, you go. Sorry.
another thing is like we already mentioned this like a bunch of times. Like the like things that get hyped up, right? And they have super unsatisfying conclusions. Like how many chapters ended with Big Mom about to like attack the Straw Hats or something, and then like immediately some bullshit happened to get them out of it.
It makes no. Yeah, exactly. It's crazy.
And then like the biggest thing that was super that had like super unsatisfying. Remember when the Sanji got put in those handcuffs, and then it was like, oh man, this is like some real shit right here. But then it was just like, yeah, the handcuffs are fake. It was like, what? That's just it. You just throw it aside.
I mentioned this. I knew that. I knew that.
You knew the handcuffs were fake.
Yeah, okay. I wasn't. I didn't. When I say I knew that, I had a theory. The fact that they didn't necessarily need to make the handcuffs explode.
Okay.
As in the fact that because once we saw Sanji's backstory about how Judge treated him, once Judge put those handcuffs on him, you knew for a fact that Judge hated Sanji, and in Sanji's eyes, he's like, Why wouldn't he not put bomb how give me bomb
I mean, the
handcuffs?
thing is, he got the handcuffs from like fucking Tobago. It doesn't even make sense that they're fake.
No, because they could have switched them out. No,
I mean, I guess, but
because
still,
like
it doesn't help that the handcuffs were there as a major plot point. They were put there to like make it look like Sanji was in an inescapable situation and stuff. And then like a couple chapters later, they're just like, yeah, those handcuffs are fake. It's just like, okay, well, way to kill the tension.
no, yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that totally.
Another thing that killed the tension, man. You remember when that one chapter where Luffy pulled Katakuri into the mirror world?
That was a sick chapter. That was
Yeah,
really
bro.
good.
I was like super hyped. I was Luffy was all like, yeah, it was like Katakuri, but then you remember that chapter where Katakuri stabbed himself?
Oh yeah, that was
That kind of killed the tension for me too. There's a lot of
that
things
was
like
sick.
that where it's just kind of like the tension either dies or if it like or like it just gets resolved like in an unsatisfying way.
Yeah, because that's what really like. In one way, it did show like Katakuri's honorable, but in another way, it was just like the way they talked about Katakuri. Even of this last chapter explaining like why kind of you get to see a bit of his reasoning behind his decisions and stuff. I still hated that fact that he did that to himself. Like they were supposed to get rid of the straw hats no matter what. So him doing that didn't like help anything. Like, I don't know, man. Because now, I think either Katakuri doesn't think in the in the long term. Because now, once obviously Stussy and the big news bird guy get out, and they tell the whole world what's happening with Big Mom, people are gonna be coming for her head now, 100%.
Yeah, I think they
Top
should.
Topland is screwed. And the thing that's the thing I don't like about why Katakuri didn't like not obviously Luffy's not gonna get died or get be finished off or something, but at least I would have been okay if it was plot hacks like somehow someone else jumps in the mirror and saves Luffy just in time. And but obviously but Katakuri definitely takes the W kind of thing. But Luffy's learned a lot along during that fight, that's something I'd be cool with. But the fact that he won Katakuri let him win is so dumb. So
Katakuri didn't
dumb.
let him win.
No, the way they left out, it's like the last chapter, the way that Katakuri was talking, it's like he's all smiling and the fact that Luffy got away and he's on or he didn't have to fall on his back kind of thing because he was falling forward or whatever. But I don't know, man. This it's just those that when the way he was talking, it seemed like there's a
I'm sorry, you
possibility.
lied for a bit.
Oh yeah, sorry. The way he was talking is there's a possibility that Katakuri could have let Luffy win that fight. That's how I see it anyway. Well, I guess that's me hoping it as well because I still don't I don't care. There's no way in one day you go from fighting I just don't know. God damn the top commander really.
Sweet General.
Yeah, the top three general. Like it just makes no sense, man. Because the day before you were struggling with the third one, you barely won that fight, and then somehow he pushes himself to the limit and beats Curry. It's still illogical to me. That's one of the. I think of all the things, that's like my top three hated things of this arc. Yeah.
I mean, like my only other problem, which this adds up for a lot of stuff, is how the general like stupidity moments inside the arc. Like, remember when they had the hyped up intel network where they seemed to know everything Sanji was doing, like on Zo, when Pekka was like, he even knew he went to the Crossdresser Kingdom or whatever, even though Sanji
Yeah.
told nobody. But then, like when we get to the island, their intel network is complete garbage. I was just like, what? What is this?
Exactly.
Like they
Makes
had a opera interrogating prisoners when Pudding can rifle through people's memories. I'm like, okay, that makes no sense. And
Oh
it's
my
just
god, that's so true. Oh, that is,
I'm just like, what the hell is this?
oh
And
my
then there's
goodness.
like moments where Sanji went to save his family, right? That's stupid in itself. But I'm like, okay, well, whatever. Sanji's a kind guy. I'll take it, right? But I'm like, instead of going in while they were asleep and like warning the Vinsmokes through the mirror world or something, they wait till the wedding, would it be the most dangerous? And Capone, he had access to the kitchen and everything. He decided not to poison the cake, but instead try to shoot Rigma with poison rockets in front of everybody. it was just like, what the hell? Like some of the writing, I was just kind of like, it's like a lot of moments like that. I'm just kind of like, I can't really enjoy most of these chapters now.
That's true. That is very true.
But those
I
are
didn't.
pretty.
Sorry,
You go.
yeah, I didn't even think about that whole point of pudding. That's so true. Literally, you don't have to even kill people. You just have to just take out them. Oh my God! Wow, that's such a good point. That's oh my days. But yeah, sorry, you go, Devil Egg.
No, I was just gonna type it off by like those three things where the motivations of the characters sometimes don't make sense, the unsatisfying conclusions and the stupid inconsistencies. Those are my main three main problems with the arc.
Mm. Okay, cool. All right, I would say mine would have to be obviously Luffy. Just okay. Okay, Sanji. Actually, I've got a lot. I've got. I'd say I put five. Sanji's development, not even getting one decent fight. Not he got nothing. This whole arc, the arc that's
He
about him.
got a fight versus Judge.
Oh please, even that was just like, come on now, man. That was supposed to be like not even a warm up. That was like just showing how much of a scrub Judge is. And then secondly, the Luffy somehow being able to like just beat a sweet commander after literally fighting one for like the past 13 hours the day before. Like I know obviously he's got super like healing abilities basically. I'm not saying Wolverine or anything, but we know he can like he's got mad genes and everything like that. But the thing
Mhm.
that annoyed me is just like Snake Man. What? You wouldn't use Snake Man on Cracker? Really?
Yeah, I don't know
That
what that
makes
was about.
makes no sense at all. Makes no sense at all. You're literally in a do or die fight, and you're gonna save up that move for later. Really? If it wasn't for Nami, he'd be dead right now. So it made no sense. The whole thing with I don't know the whole situation of what how Lola got the VV card and stuff makes no sense. They didn't explain it or anything. That went nowhere totally. And like also the way they made look Big Mom look.
Yeah, Big
Like
Mom.
like
I didn't
when we
like that.
started the arc, she looked terrifying. Terrifying. She was killing her own son for no reason. He didn't there was no even though she's in a one of those crazy moods of hers and stuff, but just
Well, she
no
only
reason.
took 40 years from him. He's apparently still alive.
What, really?
Yeah, Moscato was in that chapter. Yeah, Moscato was in a chapter like 2 chapters ago.
No, really.
Yeah, like it was like 901 actually. He's just irrelevant in like a side panel, but he's still there.
Could it be someone like his brother or something? Is actually
I
Big Mom?
mean, it could be, but he's randomly in bandages, so it makes me think it's Moscato.
God, that makes no sense then. Okay, that's even stupider. Okay, so the fact that she can't even, she just took 4 years off his life. It's like they basically made Big Mom look like she's so not a threat now. Like, like he even said, Chopper tanked the punch. Like, I don't understand. I don't care how good his defense is. If he's got 100 defense, tanking a punch from a Yonko is ridiculous, man. And a Yonko that has some ridiculous body as well. Like, oh, okay. And this brings me up to another thing that's so stupid. The Giants. Oh my days. Seeing that Big Mom's backstory with the Giants was so dumb. How she basically destroyed a whole village of giants who were considered the strongest warriors at that time. Nah, dude, that's fucked. That is fucked.
Yeah, they never explain. I mean, I'm assuming we're gonna get like another Big Mom arc, which but I mean, I'm assuming we're gonna get another Big Mom arc where they're gonna explain why she's so strong and why she could just randomly throw giants at age 5. Hopefully, like that Mother Caramel weakness that was never explained, by the way. It
Exactly.
was just, it was just like I don't understand what Big Mom is. They say she's a human, so I mean, I guess.
Oh my days. It's still like I don't know because there's no way she can be like this. They must have done some genetic stuff though, because a human, I don't think she can be a human
She's
personally.
secretly a Vince Smoke.
Oh my God, that would be. Oh, and the Vince. Oh, and Judge, dude. Do you remember in the beginning when people started when they first heard about Judge, and we all thinking, oh, this guy, he's gonna be, oh my God, he's gonna be first commander level on a Yonko trip. He's gonna be Yonko level. This guy was the biggest scrub in all.
Yeah.
I have never seen someone as scrubby as this guy, and his arrogance is still, it's just, it's,
Hey, remember that
look how.
stream we did when we thought a whole cake was halfway over and we were
Oh yeah,
predicting the rest of it? I remember I said I think Judge is gonna do something at the wedding to make people be like, "Yeah, this guy's awesome," and then he started crying at the wedding. I was like, "Damn it!"
he did the exact opposite. Oh my days.
I was like, "God damn it!" Yeah, but the
Oh
Vince
my.
Smokes are a disappointment. I'm not sure if we're gonna get more of them. I don't think they're gonna die here. We still don't know anything about that comic strip. They ignored the oh yeah, the Underworld Brokers. We'll talk about them later. They ignored the
Yeah,
thing between him and Morgan's. They also they never really showed us their tech really. I mean, we saw a glimpse of the cloning, but we never saw what made it so good and made Big Mom
yeah,
want it.
that's true. That is very true. And maybe it's because of the whole just having an obedient army, basically. Because you can like obviously Big Mom rules out of fear and stuff, but it's not like people don't try to run away from her, I bet.
I mean, yeah, but she can make homies and stuff for that.
Yeah, that's true. But I'm just saying in general, it's just like even if she makes homies and stuff like that, it's not like she's got like the
I mean, like
man power.
they said they wanted their cloning tech and their technology in general, right?
Hmm,
But we never saw why that was so amazing to be like for her to want it so badly.
that's true. That is really true. And you made a good point earlier as well. I was like, she didn't have to kill the Vin Smokes because I think you're right about that because the way they explained that it doesn't make any sense because it's like obviously going to be the one on top regardless if she joins up with the Vin Smokes. Like she's going to be the boss anyway.
Yeah,
She's
even if they went somewhere with pudding, I'm pretty sure like they wouldn't just be able to like outmaneuver Big Mom like that.
exactly. So it's like Big Mom just killing them was I think it was more to make her look ruthless. But the same fact now is like has
It,
okay if,
it
now
just doesn't
that you
make any sense though. She didn't kill
yeah
like Capone or like Jinbei's crew for no reason.
true
So it's just
and the
it kind of felt like it was there just for it to be a plot twist. Like, oh no, the Defense Smokes are gonna die. You know. What
yeah
were you
that's
saying? I'm
true.
sorry.
And I was gonna say because now that I think about it, has Big Mom even killed anyone this arc? Because now you said Moscato's like alive.
She might have killed Opera. He's definitely he hasn't come back yet.
But if Opera comes back,
He probably will.
it'll be the most embarrassing thing of all time, no?
I'm gonna send Shanks to the link. Is that okay?
Okay, yeah, send Chongsa.
What were you saying?
It's just my phone's acting a bit. No, yeah, I was just saying it's like if Big Mom hasn't killed anyone this arc, she because I have no respect for her as a Yonko, honestly, because all the things that she's been explained as having like having a great network, intelligence network, being super strong and stuff, which she is obviously she is still super strong, but the fact is we've seen her weakness now. Even her crazy looking
Oh,
form with the flaming swords and stuff, it didn't do anything.
another thing I didn't like was how Big Mom had like 8 exploitable weaknesses. It was just
Exactly.
like, what hold on? Like she had the Mother Carol weakness. Then she had like if she doesn't eat for so long, she gets weaker. And then she's stupid. And then you could easily get her family members to betray her. And it's just like, bro, they put way too they put way too much in here.
It's like it makes no sense. Like it's just some shameful stuff. Like I don't know. It just the thing they've made this whole full Yonko arc is essentially they've made Big Mom now the weakest Yonko in my opinion right now.
Hey, Tyler.
Hello,
Oh, he's
Tyler.
muted.
Oh,
Hello, can
okay.
you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, sycophant.
Cool.
Yeah. Well, they've made Big Mom the weakest Yonko now,
Nah,
in my
I don't.
opinion.
I still think she's the second strongest. It's just the betrayal was pretty bad.
Nah, no, but the way they've like even okay, we know for example someone like Blackbeard, we know what his weakness is, right? It's not really that's not a problem. He's gonna have the same weaknesses as everyone else, and the fact that he thinks he's like overpowered and stuff. But the fact is, at this point right now, the way they've showed Blackbeard up to this point, and the way they've been showing Big Mom after this arc, I might have to put Big Mom the lowest Yonko, man. She
Nah,
has to
only
be.
Blackbeard is above Big Mom. Like the portrayal is bad. But we can't let that fool us into thinking.
Nah, dude, there's no like. I'm just saying, man. That's just. I know the portrayal's bad, but like you even just said earlier, how many weaknesses does she have? 8 weaknesses or some shit?
I mean, that's what it was when I counted. I can't remember them all at once, but I remember counting like how many weaknesses she had that you could exploit, and it was 8.
Oh my God, it's just insane. And like, she doesn't even have a. Okay, obviously she doesn't even have like a loyal crew. Like half her crew hates her guts, basically.
That's one of the weaknesses that that nobody's loyal to her.
Exactly. Like it's the only loyal to her, which this. Okay, obviously some people just loyal out of fear. Like Blackbeard's crew is like they're only loyal to a point. They're like loyal as far as he can take them, basically.
We
Like
haven't seen much of Blackbeard's crew to
no,
make
but I
that.
mean like remember when remember when he's first trying to concoct the plan to get the quake through, impel down.
Yeah, the
And
level 6 prisoners. Are you talking about
yeah,
those crewmates? I thought you were talking about
yeah.
like in Logtown where we saw Jesus and
Oh, those guys, I don't really know, but
and
that's
like Lafitte. I was thinking like, okay, maybe. I mean, like those guys seem like they're actually a crew, but
yeah, those four, but that's not enough to make a crew. But it's like he's in a similar situation, as in, I think they would leave him, but because he's doing so well, they're impressed with him. They stick with him, you know.
mhm.
And that's actually better than what Big Mom has right now, because
uh,
essentially she what?
no, I just thought of something. Continue, finish your
Oh,
thought.
yeah, essentially because Big Mom just has a dictatorship where even though they're her kids, no one loves her, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey,
What's up?
good was good.
it's good.
Nah, I've been listening to the conversation and everything you said about judging them. Just it was on point.
I'm telling you, man. The Vince Smokes be trash right now, man.
Niji's not
Yeah, I
trash, but I
mean
mean everybody
the
else is on.
problem
Okay.
the problem with the Vince Smokes is that again I even watched Sawyer's video today, and he even brought it up. Was that okay? Before the wedding, what did Sanji want to do? The whole point of them going to the wedding was to what? Save his
Say
family.
the Vince spoke, so then he just left
Exactly.
to die. Oh.
Exactly. By the end of the arc, they're sitting in front of Big Mom getting asked life or death. That's it. What was the point? It's like literally from 870 to 900. Save the Luffy fight. The rest of the arc is pointless. It's pointless.
Yeah.
Actually, I can excuse because I feel like Sanji saved them because the only option they didn't have any option except dying if they didn't
Nikki, you
save.
sound really weird right now.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, give me
Say
one
that
second.
again, Nick. Okay. No,
Now,
I
If
mean, go on.
if Sanji didn't bake that cake, all the Straw Hats on that ship would be dead.
Or Oda could have wrote it a better way.
Well, the way
I
he
mean,
wrote
he
it,
was giving them.
that's
He was
the cake
giving
did
them way
something.
out after way out. I mean,
The way
Big
he
Mom
wrote
tried to
it, the
do
cake
Tsunami
did
and them didn't
something.
work.
I mean,
It wasn't
the way it was written like that, anyone could have baked the cake and ran by Big Mom and distracted the strides.
Exactly.
No, it was
literally,
the smell of that cake.
Yeah,
And
it
no
can
one
smell
could
it.
have baked that cake again in that amount of time except for Sanji.
I mean, you can argue that Pudding and Chiffon could have done it by themselves.
No, they said they couldn't.
They said they couldn't make the cake, yes, but the chocolate cream, yes, you could.
But that's
I mean,
it was
like,
I
Sanji's
like
mean, the reason
made
Pudding
it
picked up
possible.
chiffon was because of
And there's
her
no other
chiffon
way to
cake
get
baking,
around that.
exactly, it was all three of them working together that saved
and
the day.
the
It wasn't just
31.
Sanji. It
Well, I
wasn't
mean,
just
like
Sanji.
Sanji was the one spearheading the project, as Steve keeps telling me. But
Sanji was like 80% of the work.
80%, I would say that.
He
I wouldn't
he
say that much.
deciphered what was in the cake just from smelling it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's like a good percentage of it, but 80%.
None of the other
no.
guys had any idea.
Yeah, that's like a 60% job though. But
I think it's worth way more than that. The whole plan would have been possible without him.
They were all banking on Pudding in them making the cake. They would have arrived at the whole plan was to go to Cocoa Island anyway. That's what Pudding told them. So either way, they would have got there.
Actually, you know what? We'll step away from all this negativity for a second. What's your guys' favorite part of the arc? I'll tell you guys mine. It was at the tea party when they just got into Big Father, right? And all the Big Mom pirates were walking up to it, like after the assassination failed, and it was just kind of that vibe, like y'all fucked up. And they were just, you see Katakuri smoothly walking towards with everybody else behind him. That was my favorite moment.
Yeah,
that was actually pretty badass.
That was a dope moment. Yeah, I mean, as I said, the beginning of the arc and Whole Cake are the highlights of the arc. Those parts right there are like 10 out of 10.
I don't know. I'd have to put a lot of thought to it because there's a lot, and I didn't have as many problems as everyone else seemed to with the whole arc.
I mean, you're actually part of the majority. A lot of people love this arc.
Yeah,
I'm not saying I loved it. I just don't see as many negatives as a lot of the people in the. You at
least liked the arc though, right?
Yeah, overall, I'd say probably 7.58.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Question though, after everything that's happened.
Wait, Nicky, before you do that, what is your favorite part?
Oh, my favorite part is I wish it was a Sanji thing, but Sanji had no development. But my favorite part is probably going to be the stuff with Luffy and Katakuri when Luffy just basically pushed Katakuri into the mirror world. That's when I was like, yeah, Luffy's on captain mode right now. That was my favorite part personally. Like I might have something else later, but that one's just the one right now I can think of is that one definitely.
Yeah, that was very cool because I honestly got Luffy versus Lucci vibes when he did that, when he stepped up as a captain and got him off the ship, took him in the mirror world, and then said, "And here we can fight all we want." I was like, "All right, cool. We're gonna get to see Luffy step up, get his first true 1v1 in the new world."
Exactly, and it was the most to me it was the most hyped part of the arc. Like there was a lot of hype stuff that happened, but a lot of it didn't pay off, and I still don't think the fight really it paid off for Luffy. Obviously, he got some benefits with his observation haki and everything, but just on a pure, just like feeling like yo, it's like shit's about to happen. That was my favorite part. Yeah.
Yeah.
What about the rest of you guys? Anything else? Oh, everyone else is muted.
Everybody else is muted for some weird reason.
I don't like leaving my mic open, so I'll mute it when I'm not talking.
Oh, okay, fair enough. But yeah, okay.
I'm gonna be right back. I won't be gone long.
Yeah. Well, what were you gonna say, Nicky? Though
I was gonna say this. Okay, the main reason I like, there's a lot of reasons I've noted down I don't like this arc, but this thing that's so stupid to me is they're still in kind of the same situation as in the fact is Big Mom's not gonna go down, right? So everything to do with the whole her intelligence network and the fact that she was keeping Zeph as a hostage kind of situation thing, it's still there.
Yeah.
It makes no sense to me how now he doesn't care about Zeph anymore. It's like
I mean, the way he kind of wrote that about Zeph was that the ones targeting Zeph wasn't Big Mom. It was the German.
It was the Vince Smokes, yeah.
It was,
but the Vince Smokes knew about Zeph from Big Mom.
Yeah, from Big Mom.
But so now they've flipped sides, so they have no interest in going after him.
Yeah,
But don't you think Big Mom's still gonna like after everything they've done, she's still not gonna she's gonna not like kill
Well, Big
Zeph?
Mom wasn't threatening him. That's the whole point.
No,
If she wasn't threatening him, then it's not
She
his
just
life isn't in
mostly used
danger.
it to
one
keep
threatening-
Sanji captive.
Yeah, the ones threatening Zeph was Sanji and them. Was Germa. It
no, I
wasn't
get
Big
that
Mom.
point. But
So
the fact
so
when they first came and gave the invitation to Sanji, it was
Mhm.
like if you don't take this invitation, someone you love his head will be in a box, basically, right?
Yeah,
And that came from Peckham's and Capone, basically.
yeah,
So now, obviously, the fact they've messed up the wedding and they've got basically they made like Totland and the whole Big Mom pirates look shambles, basically. They look like a shambles right now.
yeah. I mean, I honestly think that the ones Big Mom should go to, according to narrative, should be Fishman Island. That should be who she should go and take everything out on. Is that territory?
she's made her intentions
Especially-
pretty clear, though. She wants to make a homie out of Luffy.
Yeah,
So that'll probably be the forefront thing in her mind, is actually getting back at Luffy.
You know, a good strategy to attack Fishman Island so Luffy comes to defend it
Exactly.
and take his soul.
That could be a good way
Yeah.
to do it.
But I
Yeah,
mean, Big
because-
Mom's clearly not that though, so we don't have to worry about that.
No, well,
Speaking of which-
because in Madame Shirley's vision, it was Luffy down there and fire in front of him. So he was there during he's going to be there during the destruction of Fishman Island.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they said
He's
he.
gonna
in
be
the
there.
distant future.
Well,
What'd you say,
regardless,
Shang-Su?
In the distant future,
Yeah, in the distant
Yeah.
future.
yeah,
like
but
after
regardless-
Elbaf.
So, what were you guys talking about exactly? I just kind of interrupted.
No, I was talking about the thing what I mentioned earlier as well during the stream about the whole thing of Zeph still being in a kind of hostage situation. Even though I know that you guys you're right about the Vin Smokes are the ones actually like want to kill Zeph, but obviously because they flipped, they now on the Straw Hat side, it's not an issue anymore. But to me, they got the information from Big Mom because of her intelligence network, and of everything that's gone down. Like I don't see how they're not still in the same situation where Zeph can still die. You know?
I mean, realistically, Big Mom should kill Zeph. She should kill Nami's sister. She should kill Dr.
Yeah,
Kureha. Kill the Don. But I mean,
She's not
I don't
killing
think that's
Dr.
gonna
Kureha.
happen. I mean, she wouldn't be able to, but I mean, like, realize she should try.
She'll send assassins after Dr. Kureha, but they won't come back.
Yeah, like I get, yeah, I just that's one of those things I don't like about this arc because even if you guys are right, they haven't explained that really well at all anyway because it's still up in the air of what's gonna happen to like what's with the whole intelligence network and stuff. Like it makes no
They're just
sense.
homies flying around the world.
I don't. It could be, but it's like all the stuff they bigged up about Big Mom. When you think about it logically in the arc, it's like her intelligence network's apparently so sick, but she didn't know what was going on in her own territory for ages. Like,
We don't
I
even
mean,
know
we're-
how
because
the
her
children were
intelligent
lying to
network
her for
even
one.
works.
No,
I mean,
no, the
that
weird thing about that
part
was
was
like
that-
it was working during the first half, or not first, the first like third, but then the second after they hit the seducing woods, it just stopped working.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, the problem with the intelligence network is that it all hinged on Opera, and one mistake from Opera just destroyed the entire intelligence.
I mean, that was that
network.
one instance, but I mean, there was other instances as well.
Like what?
I mean, Opera's only responsible for Luffy and Nami, but I mean, like, there was the
that
whole
was the
thing about
reason why
Nami
the Straw
escaping,
Hats-
Chopper escaping. There was nobody knowing that Brule and everybody in the mirror world just got murked. It was. I mean,
but
like, there's like, because like, there's a huge difference between them somehow knowing Sanji was on Okama Island, even though nobody ever said anything about it, and then like them not knowing when stuff's going on their own territory. It's a bit weird.
It
Yeah, but
could be
that's what I'm
just
saying. That's what I'm saying. Is that
inconsistency, a retcon.
everything hinged on Opera not telling them that Luffy and them escaped. That's what everything hinged on. And when Mont Dore didn't even check it, he didn't even make sure. He didn't
Well,
cross reference. He just
That was
took
a
Opera's word.
large part of the
And that was
entirety
it.
of Big Mom's crew's weakness was hubris. They thought they were the shit,
Exactly.
and it came back and bit them.
Yep.
And that's one of the major messages of this arc was nothing goes to plan, and even at the end of the arc, we still didn't really win. We kind of realized what it means to go up against the Yonko's crew, and the fact that we can't really do it yet.
Like, they're lucky that Pedro was the only casualty.
Wait, I
Yeah,
don't really,
exactly.
I don't really understand That like you're saying we can't go
They
against
didn't
Yonko's
defeat Big
crew.
Mom.
Well, I mean, yeah, but I mean, like
She
the
was
next arc.
distracted the entire arc.
Yeah, but the next arc they're gonna try to defeat a Yonko's crew. So I mean, like
Exactly. Well, they had to
like
make
what
a stepping
I'm like
stone.
I'm trying to understand what you're trying to say to the message exactly. I'm not like trying to debunk your point. I'm just asking
Yeah,
for clarification.
it's just they went in thinking they could do something, and it didn't happen the way they thought it was going to. And this arc ended, although with success for their main objective and secondary objective, they still lost a lot if you think about it.
Well, Pedro's gonna die anyway. Like, would you? That's not. I don't really consider that. They didn't really lose much at all, to be honest. They all.
I mean, in
So
terms of
far,
like if we're
as far
keeping
as we know,
score,
they lost Jinbei too.
Yeah, I expected
Not
that.
yet.
Though. I've been telling everyone
It's
that
not
for ages.
confirmed.
Well, no, as far as we know, you can't say that Jinbei is alive or dead at the moment, but he's still in Big Mom's territory at her mercy. As far as we know,
He's
Yeah,
gonna go back alive to Wano.
I don't
Hopefully.
something's gonna happen with Jinbei. I don't know what. No one does. So you can't say for certain, but that's one of the big things. One of the characters that everyone was pretty much excited for to join. It kind of did, and then left.
It's been 2 years.
His future is uncertain.
It's just been 2 years of Jinbei having red flags.
He's got death flags all over him, man.
Jinbei.
For 2
There's no
years.
way they had that chapter where Jinbei was staring at Big Mom in the face and she could have took his soul and didn't, just for him to die later.
Well, she
bro.
couldn't take his soul. She tried.
That was another
Yeah.
thing that made me laugh as well. That Jinbei's son.
Oh yeah, he was all like mere Yonko. Like what the fuck, bro? I hate.
They did this
That was mad
savagery.
disrespectful, man. He should have got his head slapped off right then and there.
Yeah, bro.
It was also a good lesson for to Luffy to learn what a Yonko really is, because he really didn't have a measure for that before.
I guess, but at the same
Another
time,
thing,
it's
Luffy
like-
never intended to fight Big Mom in the first place.
yeah, that's
True.
He didn't fight, but he did. Obviously, he had a few clashes.
I
with her and
mean,
stuff.
Luffy knows what a Yonko can do. He saw Whitebeard.
Yeah, that's true.
He saw
He also
Whitebeard up close
challenged
and personal.
Whitebeard, didn't he?
Whitebeard was like
So
Yonko
he
plus,
knows
though.
he knows what
Yeah.
a Yonko can do.
And plus, like, after everything that's happened, I even Jinbei saying she's a mere Yonko. I agree. If Chopper can block your punch, man.
I mean, to be honest, she's a Yonko for a reason.
That's because Chopper's a boss.
Nah, son, that's just fucked. No, there's no way some furry animal should be able to block, even though Chopper's got his
But like,
ability.
Chopper's a monster.
What do you think? What do you think Zoro's reaction to all this is going to be when they meet back up?
He's gonna be
I
like,
think-
you didn't do any fight, Sanji. Did everyone else fall except for you? You kicked
Nah,
one.
nah. But seriously, I think Zoro is gonna just be like he's gonna be cool with everything that happened. Basically,
Yeah, like,
You don't think he's
I mean-
going to be like Luffy? This like disappointed at all?
you said what?
Sorry, you didn't catch that, Tyler.
He's going to be disappointed in Luffy at all for what happened?
No, he defeated Katakuri and Cracker, and he got Sanji back and got the Poneglyph. Like more good things happen than bad things, I would say. I don't think Zoro has any reason to be disappointed.
He might slap Sanji though.
Other-
for kicking Luffy
other
in the
than
face.
Luffy not.
I mean, that's just
defeating
my
Big
opinion. I
Mom.
could be totally wrong about this, but
You're probably right.
so what do you think Zoro would do?
I don't know.
just
I
lost-
think
Honestly, I think
that
that's-
overall they lost to me.
what?
Just
Come on, man. This is the biggest. Like, I'm not saying it's a massive W, but it's a pretty big W at the same time. Like,
Because the ending of that last chapter just seemed it went out on such like an oh no moment, a big negative, big downer.
I mean, for us, the readers, but for them, but for the Straw Hats, they went in there and got what they wanted. They got
Yeah.
Sanji out. They
and
saved the
the
Vince
Big
folks
Mom
on
Pirates
Whole-
lost
on
a
Whole Cake
lot.
Chateau. The Whole Cake Pirates, yeah, the Big Mom Pirates are embarrassed. Big
Yeah,
News
they
Morgan
even
is
lost
about,
two
is
sweet
about to
commanders.
publish this.
Yeah,
Exactly. They're about to publish this that Katakuri lost to Luffy. Cracker
Like-
lost to Luffy. They're about to publish that.
exactly. And no matter what happens now, in the long run, Big Mom's screwed. Like, do you know how many crews are gonna start looking at Big Mom like she's not that special no more after everything that just happened? They'll be like, one of the rookies from the worst generation, not even of his full crew, came in, did all this shit and left. Like, come on.
Probably like new rookies. Those
They're
who
gonna,
started their piracy adventure.
yeah, they're gonna come and try it with Big Mom. Like a lot, like her territory is gonna be in trouble for a while. Honestly,
Also, they showed the judge alive, not knocked out. Does it mean that he off-screened Snack?
No, he did not off-screen Snack.
He better not. Snack needs to off-screen.
Snack gets
yeah.
off-screen twice. That'd be too much.
Nah, just Judge is a bitch. He cannot off-screen his former sweet commander.
Yeah, that's true. But what you gonna do, man? Is they like Judge was a massive disappointment as well. Like the whole Vin Smoke army is a disappointment. It's just I don't know.
Because you thought Judge had something, a
So
plan.
how do you guys feel about the
Yeah,
Sanji
oh
and
yeah.
Vince storyline?
Wait, just before you even say that, the fact that Judge did not even have a plan for Big Mom,
Yeah,
that
like,
was one of the dumbest
I
things.
mean, I feel like people were hyping themselves up for that. I
yeah,
knew they
that's a
didn't have a
bit
plan.
disappointing. I mean, maybe
No,
just to show the contrast between Judge and Zeph.
I uh, I I kind of I don't really get what you mean by that, but what do you mean is in what their personalities or the way they
Yeah,
think, or?
personality and looks. Like,
But I mean, at least because okay, the way they explained Judge in his past anyway, like he seemed like he was an intelligent person. Like he didn't have to be super strong or anything. That's fine with me. If he was just really smart, that'd have been good.
no, he was more of an idea man. He had the ideas, while the others made that idea come true.
But didn't he do the genetic thing for his children though?
Well,
Like
I'm
he
not
Yeah,
sure if he
so
himself
and
created that.
that kind of goes
He
along
had
with my favorite part
scientists
of
with him.
the Germa and the Vin Smokes is it's all Vegapunk hype to me.
Oh, Vegapunk hype? Yeah, I guess it is.
Yeah,
Like,
because
he
they
obtained.
brought up the lineage factor again and how they had powers similar to that of a devil fruit user, even though they didn't have devil fruits. It
No,
was just
actually,
really
Rager is a Delphoot user. It was confirmed in third volume of
People
episode
keep
of
yeah.
Luffy.
I'm talking about the ones that were manipulated.
I'm pretty sure Reiju was manipulated too.
yeah, she was like the
She
prototype.
had emotions.
Yeah, but
She,
I mean, yeah, she had.
Raju was
I think
before.
the
it
genetic
was
mods and
it was the
emotions are two
brothers that
different
were
Yeah,
things.
specifically
it's the
genetically modified
yes,
like
it's the
that.
brothers that are specifically
Yeah,
modified. Not Reiju was modified. Yes, she does have still skin like the others, but she wasn't modified to the way they were. She still has emotions.
Like,
They
yeah,
don't.
yeah, I understand all
for
that.
the sake of the
That's all I'm
plot.
saying.
Yeah, that's true. But I don't know, man. Like the Vince Smokes are just a massive disappointment as well, personally, man.
I mean,
Only
everybody
one
but
I
Niji's a massive disappointment.
nah, Ichiji's the only one, man. Because
Actually, I appreciate Niji of them all.
why does everyone what's with Niji, huh, guys?
Why
Niji is a
Neji?
beast.
Like, what did Neji do?
No, like, he's the least tolerable German.
Like, what did Neji do?
I mean, Niji
Well,
is just a beast outside of his raid suit. He's a beast with his raid suit,
just my
Nah,
personal opinion.
Vince
He's
Smokes.
just the
and
opposite
he
of
has the coolest
Sanji,
powers.
and I hate Sanji.
Well,
I'm not gonna lie. This arc,
can't,
after this arc, I don't really like Sanji anymore.
yeah, I can't defend Sanji anymore for this.
And
arc.
on the contrary, I just feel sorry for Sanji.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. There we go. All right, cool.
I know, but okay. Let me ask you guys this, right? In the beginning of this arc, and you heard it's the year of Sanji and stuff, and no matter how you think about it, can we all agree we consider at least Sanji's gonna get one really cool fight this arc, right?
We thought.
That's
I mean, I thought that was gonna
Yeah,
be
that's
Judge.
that
that's
was
your
one.
own expectation getting in the way, though.
Yeah, he did. He
No,
had the
no,
fight
no.
with Big Mom's appetite.
I mean,
I mean, but the
That's
expectation.
And
that's the
one-shotting
number one
Madara.
thing that gets people like calling chapters trash and arcs trash is their own expectations of what they think is going to happen.
I mean, yeah, but that most of the time the expectation is built up by Oda himself. Like
Exactly.
Sanji
Or the
pre-time
editors.
skip. Yeah,
And
that
like,
too.
in a
But
perspective, Sanji did get a W.
how?
if you talking
No, I
about
think-
him
I
getting
think-
kissed, I'm gonna
No,
The
he
big
made
thing for Sanji,
no, he made a
the big thing for
cake
Sanji
that
was just
satisfied the
him
young.
learning a lesson that he needed to learn. I don't know
Which
what that lesson
You
was,
should believe
but he
in
ended
Luffy
this
when you're
arc
supposed
worse
to.
than he was before
Man,
in
I don't
terms
even
of
know
his
what
like mental state.
I don't even know what Sanji
Wait, sorry.
accomplished in his own arc. Like I don't
Alright.
I don't get it.
What happened
My
was
bad.
He fucked up,
yeah, Sanji fucked up.
and he's
I
gonna
mean,
learn from that fuck
Shouldn't the
up.
creamgasm work? I thought the cream would take effect on Big Mom from
What?
the wedding cake.
Creamgasm?
Yeah, you know the very sweet cream that Sanji made. So sweet
yeah.
it makes you gasm.
Oh, but didn't she do that anyway? When she's like,
I
thank
thought it
you,
would
Straw Hats.
I mean, it's supposed to take effect, like knock her out for a while.
I mean, but it didn't do that. But that's not that was just Sanji exaggerating his cake. Like basically, like I realized this at the end when they were like when they were talking like with Zeph and stuff. It was just supposed to satisfy Big Mom. Like it wasn't supposed to do anything negative to her.
Oh, of course, but it's like at the
I
same time,
legit
why
thought
show the
Sanji
effect
drugged
of
the
the?
wedding cake.
It's like why show the effect of the cooks getting knocked out by it, and then followed up because that happened after Sanji said he was going to make
And
the cake
then
so
It
great
was
Capone.
just
that'll knock her out.
it was like for
So-
comedy, which I mean that up to you if it was
Is it
funny or
just
not.
the
And it was
Shoko no
it
Soma
wasn't funny.
references?
and it was just
Who
show you
does
how
like to
good
tribute
Sanji is a cook.
other manga?
All right,
So
let me ask
that
you
could
this
be part of it.
But like Sanji is a cook. Like technically, it's a W for him.
Oh, I'm not saying it's not. I mean, the cake worked. The problem was everything else surrounding it, like all the other questions that didn't get answered while the cake was being baked. Like, I mean, we still don't even know how Peckham's got into like the mirror roll.
He was
he
floating as a
just
turtle.
magically gets in there and captures Brulee, and is like, I guess we have to wait for the anime.
Yeah,
to tell us how we got in there.
that's just
I'm
one
on
of those
the
things.
Brulee's house is half in the mirror world, half outside.
Oh, you're with that theory?
Yeah.
Say what? Say what, Devil?
I mean, that's just one of those things in the arc that is kind of like remember those inconsistencies I was talking about, or like
Yeah.
those like, moments of like weird logic. That's just one of those things to me.
Like
But I mean, like
Peckham's is alive.
there is a theory that Tyler is like alluding to where there's like that you can get into the mirror world through that house that's halfway in, halfway out.
Oh, the house in the seducing woods.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Brulee's house.
I'm not sure if that's true or not.
That
No one is.
That's one small house, and
Anyone who says they know the answer to that is wrong.
I mean,
No,
yeah,
but-
we don't know.
like
But
it's actually legit.
I think that is a likely speculation because that's the way it looked when it was drawn in those panels.
I mean, that's the most likely because Peckham's was on Whole Cake Island when he
Or
was
just-
around Baron Tamago and them, and then all of a sudden he just ended up in the mirror roll.
Or just he was able to sniff out Brule. He's a lion after all.
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know. She seemed surprised by him being there, so I would say that's not likely.
I'm also disappointed we didn't get to see the lion turtle of Peckham's.
Sulong.
Yeah, and some Avatar shit.
Yeah, I mean we don't. Yeah, I mean he was getting his eyes gouged out last time we were there. We saw
Oh
him.
yeah. Oh, that was.
Is
dark.
he dead or something?
So, I mean we don't know. There's another one of those mysteries. that we'll have to wait until like Elbaf to find out about it. More than likely.
After I found out Moscato's still alive, then I don't know. Everyone I think is going to be dead might not be dead anymore.
No, you didn't even know
well,
Moscato was
Nah,
alive.
nah, Oprah.
Moscato was totally explained.
Yeah,
Wow.
it was alluded to that Moscato was alive.
I mean,
Because-
I mean, like when he showed up, and I wasn't really mad. There's like a lot of things you can be mad about, but being mad about Moscato is kind of like
Yeah,
no-
it's kind of
No, but don't
Yeah.
you
I mean, like because the way it was
Opera
explained,
is
it was like
still dead.
they only took 40 years from him. So if he lives longer than 40 years, he should still be alive.
Well, no. What happened is the Big Mom's kids immediately after that happened were like, "Oh, go get the homies to scoop up his life and bring it back." So they
incarnations.
life collecting homies to go get it.
Is that Dan? What's up?
Yeah.
What's up, Dan?
Oh, it's Dan.
Moderate. What's going on?
What's
Nikki,
good?
it's
What's
been
good?
forever. Been forever.
Oh yeah, it has.
Nikki, so what do you think about Jinbei?
He still thinks he's gonna die.
Hey, Jinbei.
No, I know. That's
man.
why I'm saying it because I know Nikki didn't change. I know he still thinks he's dying. That's what I'm saying.
This shit from
In this
day one.
situation, no, but Nikki, I'm saying, you see how shitty the situation he's in? He's still gonna live.
Exactly.
not.
He's
I
still
always thought
living.
Carrot would sacrifice herself
he's
to
gonna
save
show up to
Jinbei.
Wano at a pivotal moment in Wano.
Yeah,
He's
out
gonna
of
show up
nowhere.
and
Not
save the
only is he
day.
showing up to Wano Madara, he's showing up to save the day again in
As
Exactly.
a
Wano.
whale
You
shark,
Exactly.
like a homie whale
Exactly.
shark.
You're gonna
And
see
after
this
he
giant
showed up
wave.
to Wano,
You're gonna see this
Yeah.
giant wave come in, and all of a sudden Jinbei is gonna be in the middle of it.
And then a
Yo.
samurai's going to cut it.
nope.
So I mean, they cut it and then they get Fisherman punched in the face.
Exactly.
Karate punched.
10,000 tiles.
Yeah.
Hey,
The
Dad, I
whole
got
thing was the wave was a distraction, right,
Yeah.
Mother?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
Dad, I gotta ask you though. What do you think of the whole arc in general?
It's all right. Like, I understand like some stuff like going through it week by week, whatever. Some people don't like it, but especially looking back at it, it's all right. Like,
It's the same with
for example, the
Dressrosa
Vince
arc.
Smokes. Like, I'm gonna miss like not seeing the Vince Smokes, for example. You know what I mean?
Well, I
And
mean,
like
it was,
other characters like that, like.
the habit of the Viz books was they would show up for one chapter, be absent for like the next 12 chapters, then show up for one chapter again.
No, I know.
You see
I'm
what
just
the hell they did.
like, dude, there's a lot of stuff like individual stuff with the arc. Like I can complain about. Like for example, dude, for me, like I didn't like the fact that the fisherman pirates, they like everyone's getting bodied, right? So then the fisherman pirates show up at the end and they save everybody. Then they get bodied themselves by one dude,
Exactly. Exactly.
and then after they get bodied by one dude, they're like, "Oh wait, the Straw Hats are about to die. Let's save them again." And then they go and save them again, and then they get bodied again.
Well, they weren't.
And now they're saving them
it was
again.
a surprise attack. No,
That's
it was just a
that's what I'm
surprise
saying.
attack.
There's certain
They were
small
off
stuff
guard.
where I'm like, okay, I don't like that. What?
Oh gosh.
Yo, who's that?
I mean, it stopped.
Okay.
Yeah, no,
Stop,
who
yeah.
was that?
It
I think it was
I'm
Nick.
outside.
Then I believe you. I think it might have been Nicky. Nicky, you live in the UK. Calm down.
I fuck you.
What were you saying though?
Yeah.
No, I'm saying like there's small like little individual things in the arc that like for example, dude, what the fuck? Pound really never got his apple juice.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like
Okay,
small
okay,
stuff
come
like
on,
that.
bro.
Where I'm like, well, I'm dead serious, bro. I was
Wait, what makes you think he didn't? I mean, why took him so long
he
to
would've
get
been
a
way
ship
too
and
beastly.
escape?
Kato, he would have been way too beastly, bro.
Isn't the
You
sea
know?
made out of apple juice? He was swimming on the. I mean, he wasn't swimming. He was riding on the boat. He got his.
I haven't watched. I haven't been watching the anime. People keep telling me like there's some other like stuff's been changed or whatever.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't know.
like I saw a
Bob
Some
clip.
of the manga.
They put more effort into explaining things. Like Mondor was actually trying to investigate who killed Bobbins, and he was like he suspected Sanji and stuff.
And
So I
that
mean, like
one
they're trying.
segment-
It's like they're kind of trying to close some plot holes and stuff. But I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good though. No, but as a whole, the
But
arc
we don't
is
watch
good.
the
It's a
anime.
good arc.
No, you
I'm
should.
saying, it is a good arc though.
Yeah.
Like,
All right, actually, I want to see what everybody's ratings for the arc is.
For me, it's a 7.5 to an 8. I mean,
All right.
Yeah, I was about it. Yeah.
yeah. Easy.
For me, it's like a 3 out of 10.
Dang.
Mm.
It was
I
like
think you're being a
it was
little
too much-
harsh.
I
I
mean,
think it's
I was
gonna
being a
be-
little
yeah,
harsh when I gave it a 2 out of 10, but I remember all the Katakuri stuff. I remember some pudding stuff, and I was like, you know what? It's actually a 3
What
out
about
of
the
10.
Brook stuff?
I
'Cause I was
mean,
just gonna
a lot
answer
of
your
Brook
question.
stuff is super
Brook was
over.
basically my MVP for this arc. Everything he did
and
was awesome.
Jinbei.
I mean, like, other
Yeah.
than breaking a photo for a plan that didn't work and stealing the poneglyphs, he didn't really do
He
much
fought
else.
Big Mom for a minute.
I mean, yeah, but I could fight Big Mom and get bodied.
No. He didn't just get bodied. Here, think about it this way, right? The Yonkos are all relatively equal, right? Like,
Yeah, sure.
They're on the same
Yeah.
tier, right? Okay, awesome. I remember in Marineford, I saw an Admiral two-pieced by a Yonko, bro. 2 quake punches and he's in the ground, getting a dirt nap, right?
All right, but he was
Brook,
trying to
on the
kill-
other hand,
you were trying to kill
Okay.
that guy. Big Mom was
Alright,
flying around.
calm down. I'm just saying, Brook, on the other hand, you
Like,
know,
yeah.
she was still-
You're trying to bring Brook to
No,
like a.
I'm just saying he didn't get 2-piece. That's all I'm saying, dude. That's my only point.
For all we know, he did get 2-pieced.
No, because we see
didn't
more.
see the fight.
We see that, dude. I
We
know
didn't see
most of it's
anything.
off screen.
Because he couldn't
There was a
hurt
two.
Big
There
Mom.
was two panel. It was like a panel of him
Double
talking,
leg,
and then we didn't see
Double leg.
any
Think about it
fight.
this way, double leg. No.
We saw no
Think about it
fighting.
this way, double leg. So if I know that most of it's off screen. I get that, right? But there's a
But
part
the
of the
anime
story
showed it.
where like
Did you
they
want this
start
arc to
to
be 20
fight-
more chapters?
No. I'm just saying they. Oh, dude, I was hoping it was
Well, I'm
done,
defending
like,
the
40
off-screening of things because I
Yeah,
didn't want
yeah.
this.
Oh, yeah.
Chapters.
Oh no.
I'm saying
I
that,
just
like-
I wasn't mad. Actually, I'm mad that got off screen, but I mean, like, it's just
He took more than 2 attacks. That's all
Dan
I'm
doesn't
saying.
know he took more than 2 attacks. Is my
Yes,
point.
we see like at least 2 attacks on screen. That's
No,
all
we
I'm
don't
saying.
see any attacks on screen. That's the thing. It was off screen.
You're talking about
man.
the anime. We never
You
seen
see
attacks
him
in
with
the manga.
yeah. No, I brought
No,
up. The,
no,
I
no,
brought.
no.
I know. I brought up.
For all
the
we
anime
know,
that-
that panel after the pudding reveal, that's the one you're talking about. For all we know, that was the first attack, and then the second attack, which would be the 2-piece, is what
That's
finished
not
him
the
off.
first. You know why it couldn't be the first attack? He was already injured and getting up.
Yeah, that was the first. He got hit once. He was injured and getting up. And then
Like,
afterwards,
they
No,
never,
that was
they
got hit by
never
Big
off-screen
Mom. I think he
anime.
was just
That
getting
was
hit by the
after he was
homies.
taking a beating, bro. He took a beating and he was still getting up. And she was like, "Oh wow, I want you even more now." You
look,
know?
they were probably fucking around. Like Prometheus hit him right, and then he got cut, and then Brooke was fucked up and got back up, and then like Prometheus hit him again. He was down. That's probably what happened, but we don't know because it was off screen. But I mean, like,
I find it a little hard to believe.
but I mean, like, showing that wouldn't have increased the arc by 20 more chapters.
So he did try to,
Especially if you're wasting my
Well,
time.
I mean,
like,
a lot
he
of
tried
if you
to
showed a lot
pierce
of the
Big Mom
off-screen
and
stuff.
failed because of the iron balloon.
I mean, like, I understand. I don't understand when people are like Akainu versus Wes's face should have been on screen. I don't really care about that kind of fight. But I mean, stuff that happens in our face that's off screen is kind of.
Oh, versus
There's a perfectly good reason that wasn't on screen.
No, yeah,
No, I agree with you. I agree with you. I don't care about seeing Akainu versus Aokiji for 10 days. I don't want to see that.
They
But
can't.
I mean, like,
they can't show us that.
yeah,
they
I don't
got
care about
saved.
seeing that. I'm like, I
That
don't
or
care about
just-
seeing that. But I do want to see like something like Brooke fighting Big Mom. That'd be like Zoro versus Kuma, except like amped up way more. Especially since he actually did something. He wasn't just getting wrecked. He actually hurt Prometheus, apparently.
That's my whole point.
What's your whole point? That book got 2-pieced?
That he didn't get 2-pieced.
Okay.
If he did, I'm just saying, if he got 2-pieced, bro, there's no way he had the time to hurt Prometheus. You know. Honestly,
mean-
dude, the fact that he took one Yonko attack, the fact that he took even one when an admiral only was, bro, Brooks a gad.
As well.
He's a gad.
Wait, what'd you say, Nikki? You talking
Did you
about
say
Chopper?
Nicky? You're breaking.
I said Chopper took a Yonko attack as well, by the way.
Yeah,
Chopper
because
is a-
Chopper.
No,
Is
he took
also
a grab,
a
not a
drop.
hit. She tried to grab
No,
him,
Chopper's
and
a
he
beast.
got
Open
and
palm
yes,
thrust
ended up
count.
fondling Chopper in his fatty mode.
Like the zone are formidable.
No,
He survived a fondle.
nah, I don't agree.
You don't need to agree because it's the truth.
Nah.
Don't sleep on Chopper. Like
Yeah,
I mean, you can disagree
like-
with the truth, but that just makes you wrong.
exactly.
it doesn't
Don't-
matter.
don't
No
keep
power
doing this.
levels in One Piece. You can
Bro.
decide whatever you want.
Grim hates Luffy, bro. He just uploaded a video of One Piece, Luffy's greatest weakness, why he will never become Pirate King.
Wow.
Like literally reading the wrong series.
Exactly.
But anyway,
Grim is made
So-
of anger, but it's
No,
so
like-
defining to him. It's him.
but you were talking about Brooke being the MVP. Anyone else think
For
it's
me.
Nami?
Did that cut out?
It's Pedro. It's Pedro.
How is she?
I
an
can see why
MVP?
other people would argue.
I don't know.
it
People
for
have been
her,
saying
but-
Nami's the MVP.
Nah, it's Jinbei.
Yo.
And what exactly
It's
she do?
Jinbei for knocking Big Mama off the ship.
Well, that was one of the cool things about this arc. Everyone except for Chopper did some major lifting.
And
Chopper did some
And
major.
Jinbei and Brook.
He got fondled.
Chopper, no, I'm not talking about blocking Big Mom. I'm talking about the Mirror World thing.
I was actually about to say that. You're talking about when they're on the
Oh,
ship defending
yeah.
it, right?
Okay.
No. They got fodderized on the shit. They didn't do
Oh.
anything. Stop.
Nah, dude. It took Sparrow and Katakuri to have to beat them, dude. Come on.
Or just Sparrow in 2 seconds.
No,
I
more
mean,
than
we
2
don't
seconds.
know. Like
Oh yeah, you're right. It was off screen too. But
Yeah, and it shows time going by. That's why it's more than 2 seconds.
all right, whatever. But what were we talking about before that?
We're doing school.
All the shots were doing heavy
We were
lifting.
saying
Oh yeah, Chopper was Chopper in the Mirror World.
the only one who didn't.
Chopper did something.
You're talking about his original plan, right? His original plan to like use Brûlé and stuff and get the mirrors or whatever.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense how they trick Brûlé like that, but I mean, it still happened. So Chopper did some heavy lifting.
I mean, if you read last chapter,
Tell us what happened, Kato.
They were rather appropriate. Sorry, they were rather appropriate feats for who was doing them. As opposed to when in Dressrosa, it was a lot of combat feats for everyone.
Yeah.
I hadn't thought about that. It was actually
Sanji's big feat is baking a cake. Like their big things this arc were doing what they like excel at already. You know,
yeah.
and it's
just
like
to
in
a whole new
Japan, it's
level.
considered a W.
Oh, dude, yes. Like that cake, W. Chopper, healing Luffy, W.
That's incredibly. That's like a super lowercase W, bro.
It's still a W. The fact why it's actually his capital double egg because he's doing this while within the territory of Yonko, so it immediately raises the threat level. You know.
Okay.
Oh my.
But yeah. No,
You
but yeah,
also
Chopper
got
was
the
probably
kicks
the
from
most
Pudding.
lackluster during the arc because everyone did like they do crazy shit this arc. Dude, Nami bodied a Yonko twice.
Really?
You know, twice.
What was the second time?
You only remember what? Dude, you remember when?
Dam's dreams?
No. It happened twice. Devil, like, you
Technically,
remember?
it was
Big
once.
Mom when she? No. It was twice.
When Big
Literally,
Mom-
remember when Big Mom's flying over on her cloud, right?
Seducing Woods
And she's
doesn't
about
count.
to do Elbaf. Oh, of course it counts. When she's
she's
about
about
to do
to-
Elbaf and she's about to wreck him, and she she puts out all the clouds to make Zeus go eat them, and she like
Yes.
knocks.
That
That's
was
one.
No. That's that whole thing is one W.
No,
Yes.
dude, that's the one separate one.
She just
right
made
there.
she just
You
made
have
a
to
hole.
understand
Big Mom
that,
fell
like-
to the hole. There was no
Right,
bottom.
right there, Devil. Like before that part of the story, right? From what we'd seen of Big Mom, she hadn't been hurt, injured, marred, scarred by anyone. No one even made her. Like for example, the only time you saw Big Mom fall down was at the picture, and like that's herself falling. No one made her fall, you know. But Nami was the first one who put that big bitch on her fucking face, dude. You know,
Bullshit.
with the cloud. With the cloud, and then she tried to get back up and was like, "Oh, I'm gonna come after you." So she buried her ass again. You know?
Okay.
Wait, what do you mean? Okay,
I mean,
I
okay.
think sarcasm.
And then Nami's like the strongest of the Straw Hats.
Actually,
No,
I was
no,
wondering.
no,
I was
no,
wondering.
She
I was wondering
bodied the
about that.
fucking
Like,
Yonko.
you guys
Like,
know how
this
she has
bitch
Zeus,
isn't
right?
The god of verse.
With Zeus, yeah.
You guys know how she has Zeus now, right? You guys know how Zeus is little. You guys
Yeah.
think Zeus is gonna stay little just
Yeah.
so Nami doesn't get too powerful? Or do you guys think Zeus is gonna return to his regular size? I was thinking about this, and I kind of hope.
I think
think
he's not
it's-
going to be able to
they can
charge
just
up like
alter
when
size.
Big Mom was around, but she'll be able to make him stronger. Just
Wait,
gonna be able
why
to
can't-
recharge.
I thought he just needs to eat lightning to charge. I thought
I mean, he does, but I mean, like the
that's
way
my thing. She can
Clouds,
make
you mean.
endless. Like,
there might be some BS excuse so they don't get too
Cloud,
powerful.
you're right.
Where we discharge all the lightning out of you.
When he's not
No,
around.
but even so, like Nami has the Viver card to control Zeus, as long as it's not in
That's
Big
what I'm
Mom's
saying.
way.
I don't see why she can't just use that shit.
I
Or,
mean,
like,
I'm not saying she won't be able to use it. I'm saying, like, do you guys, you know how Zeus is like
There's
tiny
gonna
and
be a
little right now.
counterbalance.
I'm saying like
Well,
I'm saying what's stopping? You remember when we saw this encompass the whole fucking island for
Yeah, and
Rage
he ate
Army
the weather
scene?
egg.
Yeah, well, I'm saying he was the size of the island before he ate the weather egg. I'm talking about the enraged army when Mom sent him out, not when Nami had him.
Oh, yeah.
Like way earlier, right?
Yeah.
He was that big. So I'm saying, why can't
Yeah,
he
he's an
become that big
elemental.
now? Yeah, why can't he become like that big where he encompasses the whole island now for Nami or something?
And
you
the
know?
bitch is a navigator. She knows her stuff.
Yeah. Yo, by the way, the ship is never being touched ever again after this point.
You think Frankie's just gonna repair it?
Because-
It's never being touched.
Well, no, Frankie's gonna repair it, but I'm just saying with the Nami Jinbei the Wombo combo, you know, Jinbei's
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
start sinking other ships. He'll be sinking other ships, and even if they were in
But
danger,
Jinbei's not there.
Nami. No, I'm saying when
Yeah.
the whole crew's back together, when the whole
Which
crew's
will
back
which will
together.
be at the end of the series.
Oh, calm down, dude. It's not- I'm
Jinbei's
just
gonna
saying.
come.
I'm just saying. Bro, like imagine, especially for Zeus, because like Nami's whole power is clouds, right? And like taking advantage of that, and then she uses other
Well, I mean, I
abilities
think
like
it's weather in
Mirage
general.
Tempo. Well, no, I know, but I'm just saying like one aspect of it, right? Like, what's stopping her from like having Zeus amplify her own abilities and stuff, right? And make like a Mirage Temple of the ship, or just make it where Zeus is so big where like he hides the ship entirely, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like makes it a whole storm where people just can't catch up with them or something, you know? Like Zeus fights off a fleet and then they sail away and then he just comes back. Like, I don't know.
And Nami has full control over her as long as Big Mom will never come close to the Sunny or like to Zeus
Oh yeah, what do you
territory.
guys think of that theory that Big Mom can track the Sunny through Zeus?
I wouldn't mind it.
The
Oh,
thing
that
is,
would be
like,
I mean, like the thing is, I don't think that's how the homies work.
She actually
this is the
is
thing.
I think it
kinda
was
like-
different if it wasn't one of her a part of her soul.
Like,
My
if
thing
you know
is,
how
we
the
see the
network
homies work
works.
like that. Actually, we do. Like, this is why it's kind of crap, bro. Because when we're coming into the arc, Oda hypes up her huge intel network, right? So I
Yeah, I was
remember I was
thinking
thinking
about that.
like,
Yeah.
I remember I was thinking like, oh, this must be because she has homies. Like the way I
That's
saw
what
it,
I was thinking
I saw
about
like,
it too.
Yeah.
you remember? Yeah, I was thinking like, oh, she must be like, Pain from Naruto, but on steroids. She just sees everything, you know.
But they
I think
even
it's
alluded to
Napoleon that
that
actually
though,
sees
Dan.
this stuff
Yeah,
and
exactly.
communicates
Yeah,
with her.
Napoleon is like
Exactly.
I mean,
because they
Napoleon
were
got a
control.
signal.
alluding to
Well,
that.
Napoleon got a
No. I
signal
was
one
about to
time.
bring that up. Like, my thing is, why, like, the homies can, for example, if Napoleon were to disappear, let's just say he's not there anymore. Do you think that she can't have them telepathically tell Prometheus what happened?
No,
Or why doesn't
I
it?
mean, we have yet to know. Like, we have yet
Really?
to see that.
I mean we see Zeus
Dude,
pretty
it
much
must
has a mind
fucking-
of his own.
I mean,
No,
the
I'm
special
saying
home is supposed to
Napoleon
have
has
the
a mind
exact
of his own
same
too, right,
power.
Devil Leg? Napoleon has a mind of his own, but at one point in the arc, we see where homies are telepathically giving like instructions and updates to
The thing
Napoleon.
is, we don't know if that was a homie or someone just
Yeah,
called
but like
Napoleon.
Napoleon may be like
No, it was a
different
homie.
case
They were
because
homies.
Big Mom
I mean,
wears
like, cause like
Napoleon.
Napoleon is a hat, right? But he could also be a sword. So maybe he's also a phone. And someone just called Napoleon and was like, "Hey, yo, Brooks in the treasure room causing some havoc."
No, it's just
'Cause we
Yeah,
never saw a
because-
homie like do the telepathic stance and was like, "Hey, yo, Brooks in the thing." We
no,
just
like
saw
he
Napoleon get a signal.
transmits information into Big Mom's brain
Mm-hmm.
because she wears Napoleon.
Mm-hmm.
So like that's the only way she can use. Like Napoleon is the only way, but
But it's not.
Well, for that specific
Napoleon had to
scenario.
talk to her.
no, like give some
Or did Napoleon have to talk
telepathy
to him?
shit,
That's just
just
Oda making sure the audience knew.
electromagnetic this frequency to the brains. We have yet to.
Yes.
Well, Oda's yet to explain.
I will say
That
I
is-
was sleeping on Napoleon a lot because I remember when there was that one chapter where Brooke had gotten bodied and then she was like, "You can't beat these three." I'm like, "But Napoleon's just a hat." I didn't know he was still a sword.
No, I always like
Like,
who the
happy-
fuck is the hat?
Mhm.
What's the hat's name?
Mhm. No, Napoleon. That's a hat.
Yeah, no, like ever since I saw the hat, like he has to be one of those powerful homies like Zeus
Yeah.
and Prometheus. But I was took by surprise as he's actually a sword.
There's another thing I need clarification on. How does Big Mom's like rampage work exactly? Like, who does she attack and who doesn't she attack?
She attacks
She
anyone
attacks
who
everyone.
she perceives to be getting. Yeah, she attacks anyone she perceives to be getting in her way. That's who she attacks. Like if they were, for example, if they were like literally like, here's your food, Big Mom. She won't attack them. She's gonna eat. You know.
I mean, but if they're just standing
Unless
there,
someone
right?
needs to
And then Big
forcibly
Mom
shove
She doesn't-
by,
food.
she doesn't attack them.
No,
Okay, that was kind of getting to me.
I don't think so.
She almost attacked
Like she
Jinbe, but it was
rampages
shown
out
in the
and
anime.
For example, when we first see her rampaging the first time, right? Or when we see her on Nuts Island rampaging, right? Like people are running away, not because they're like she's taking her lifespan, but they're like, yo, this big bitch is eating the whole fucking town and destroying everything with it. Like if
It's
you're in her
logical
way,
to
you will
escape.
die. Yeah, you'll die if you stay there, you know, and you're just in her way from trying
That's
to
where
eat or something.
Moscato
Or,
fucked
like
up.
Big Mom stop. Yeah. Well, I mean, Moscato's good. He's still living.
I mean, the thing that fucked
Yeah,
me up
like,
was like,
he was
you
saved,
guys
like,
remember
about-
that one chapter where the Big Mom Pirates were like, Big Mom was in a race and they just rolled up past her, and they're like, "Don't worry, Mama, we got this." And then she just was like, "Okay, yeah, sure." I was like, "Wait, what?"
Yeah.
That's pretty effective, but I mean,
Oh yeah,
what
like
makes sense.
Pearl Spur, like the only one who got into her senses.
Yeah. And that was literally just because he was like, the only
Yeah,
reason
like-
she even listened to him is because she's like, I know where the cake is. Like,
And
if he
he's,
said
like, the
anything
eldest
other than
son.
that, if he said anything other than that, she would have just kept rampaging on.
At least Pearl Spur is alive, and he won't have his lifespan taken away.
Moscato's alive.
No, Pearl Spur, like Big Mom threatened him if the cake isn't
Oh
in the sunny.
Yeah.
Ever since then, there were death flags for poor Pearl Spur.
But he survived.
So yeah, how do you guys like the last chapter with all the, or how do you like Brulee's character now? That's what I should say.
Ugh.
Oh, you still don't like her?
Better than she was.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Way better than she was.
Yeah, better than she was. Yeah, I agree with
Her
that.
ability is interesting.
Dude, her ability is all hacks.
Yeah.
But I just
Only
don't like
the-
the fact that in the beginning of the arc, she looked like she was gonna be like a problem, and then after that, it was like, nah, she's not really a problem.
I know.
Now she like would be problem to small forces, but like Luffy was a special
No,
case.
no. Even Luffy, she was stalling him out for a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
stalling,
exactly.
but not taking out.
Here, I'll put it like
not
this.
take out, but like
That
he
she
was
can. You
struggling.
thought
in
she
the
could
beginning.
fight them. Yeah, you thought that you'd have to fight her. Not that you just roll up on her and watch her real quick and be like, all right, let's
Yeah.
go and capture her and all this. You thought she'd hold her own or something.
I mean, against
Yeah.
Nami, well, she did hold her own up against Chopper and Carrot. But
Yeah.
Luffy?
Well, she's a support character. She's not really a fighter.
Yeah, but that's why Riker showed up.
Yeah.
That's true, but I don't know, man. It's just like her ability seems so great, but
The ability is only as good as the user.
What are we talking about?
about
Brulee?
no, but that's true. But I'm just saying, like, didn't you think when she started like making copies of Luffy and like, I was like, wow, Luffy might have some like actual. I'm not saying he's obviously gonna win the fight or whatever, or even get out of the situation of help from Nami or somebody. But I thought they would have struggled more with Brulee throughout the whole arc, but it was just a bit. Oh well.
Oh man,
And
I actually
stretched the wood, like
She was a
those
hostage for a
arcs
lot of the arc.
in the woods.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I just want to say before anything else happens, these are our opinions, right? We're not saying that you can't like whole cake or that you have to hate it or anything. So if you see the title and get triggered, just like the video and whatever, just understand that you don't have to.
I'm saying you have to.
We're not telling. I ignore Dan; he's a troll.
Are you just using reverse
I'm not
psychology?
Oh my god.
And you're only trolling right now.
Nah, dude. This is.
No, I just want to make sure because like me and Nicky before you guys got here, we're shitting pretty hard on the arc.
Yeah, we was. Oh my god, do.
There's room for every opinion in the discussion.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
of
basically
course.
what I'm saying. We're not gonna downvote your things if you like talk about why you like whole cake in the comics or whatever.
Yeah, it's fine. We like to hear your comments anyway.
Everyone is entitled
Are you
to
guys
their
gonna continue?
opinion.
Try to convince them. Try to convince them they're wrong, guys, in the comments.
Yeah, I like to see you guys try.
I don't think that's ever gonna
No, if
happen.
they can prove me wrong and I'm
You
saying
gotta
that I'm
go in
wrong
with
and I
an
can
open
back and
mind.
enjoy the arc,
Yeah,
then
no,
I
we're,
love that.
we're pretty logical people.
If-
I love One Piece. I love One Piece.
If they
and
make a
that's why
good
I'm so
attempt to
hard.
make a good point, why not?
Yeah, I
Mhm.
guess, but like, okay, here's another point I was gonna make. Snake Man. Why did he not use that against Cracker? I still have no idea why he didn't.
Because the
Because
same reason why didn't he
storytelling,
use
it's good storytelling. Same reason he didn't use gear. No, seriously, Nikki. The same reason he did not use Gear 4 against Hordy Jones and was about to die.
No, but Gear 4,
Or
that was
Tank
different.
Man.
Like he didn't need to
It
use
wasn't
Gear 4
different.
against.
It wasn't different, dude.
Why?
He didn't
Well, I mean, he
Snake
couldn't
Man
really do
wouldn't
it
have worked against
underwater.
Cracker.
He was
No, I
about
mean
to
like
die.
Gear 4 would have worked underwater.
Yeah, shut up. Yeah, it would. But it's
No,
not even.
what would he bounce on? The bubble?
To address the question, Snake
Yeah.
Man wouldn't have worked against Cracker. The whole reason he used it against
It's weaker
Katakuri
too.
was because Katakuri, it was finally defined. Katakuri's future sight was only in what he could directly see ahead of him.
Also, Snake Man needs the future sight.
I should have never thought of that.
That's
Well-
it. It wouldn't have worked. It's not. It wasn't necessarily a speed mode. It let him control his Culverin to a higher degree, which let him bounce it off the air and then hit Katakuri. That was the whole
But
point
don't
of it.
That would have been more helpful against Cracker.
No, because Cracker was a durability fight that
But
ended up he ended up
impactful
getting
attacks,
tired
they're
and
just fast
frustrated,
attacks.
Nah,
which is exactly why Tank Man was the way to go.
Full version.
No, I get that point why Tankman obviously, even though that's still kind of weird to me as well, because the guy was chopping off like chopping Luffy's arm like by any hesitation, then Tankman just suddenly he gets owned by that. But whatever, that is what it is. But I'm just saying it would have been better than going Gear 4th until he got to Tankman. If he did Snake Man, then went to Tankman later, then that's fine with me. But just using Gear 4th is like, and then using Tankman later is like,
Why?
Still-
But why ruin Snake Man at that point? If he knew it wasn't the right move, why would he just go to Snake Man to use it?
I mean, it's like Goku using Ultra Instinct or Unfrieza.
I just don't see the
Super
reason for
Saiyan
him
Blue.
to use Snake Man against
On
Cracker. There
Frieza.
was no point.
because it's faster than Gear 4th, right? So,
Yeah, but
No, it has
it's
higher
fast,
degree
that's
of
all.
control over the Culverin.
but it's faster than Gear 4th. That's the
It
point I'm trying
doesn't
to
have
make.
strong
Is
impact,
it? Did we actually see that it was faster? I don't know if we did.
Well, to me, it was definitely faster. Like maybe we can disagree on that, but yeah.
Well, he found out speed doesn't matter against someone who can see the future. It was the unpredictability that he used.
Well, speed does matter though. Even it doesn't matter how
Does it?
fast. Yeah, it does. Of course, it does. It's about
I don't
unless
think so because Katakuri shot a bullet at Sanji and he was still able to dodge it with good enough hockey.
that's because obviously Sanji's got some crazy observation hockey as well. Maybe not Katakuri level.
That's the
but we
point.
know.
If you can't see if you can see the future, then speed doesn't matter.
No,
At
but,
no
okay,
point in the arc was that ever
Luffy
stated
was
that
faster than
that was the thing.
Katakuri when he was in Gear 2nd.
Yeah.
Okay, well, what's a good example of me to explain? For example, when Luffy fought Bluno tried to, even though Luffy with like the attacks were like he could predict the attacks, Luffy was still fast enough and he couldn't do anything about it.
Yeah, but that wasn't future sight. That was basic level hockey.
Actually, they
Just-
Rayleigh
it was
said
just
that the way to
instinct.
counter fast people is observation hockey.
Yeah, but
Right.
if they're faster than your reactions, is it like if you can predict something, you have to
That is if
move
your
it.
reaction
farther
faster than the attack.
You can see, the more time you have to move and react. So your
Wait, say
reaction
that again,
time.
sorry.
So for instance, if Katakuri has 5 seconds of future sight, as long
Yeah.
as he can see it and can move the amount he needs to in 5 seconds, he's got you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's,
but
that's how he's able to dodge attacks.
So it doesn't
That's
matter how
assuming-
fast you are.
That's assuming a lot. That's assuming if he can react fast enough, though, right?
Well, he can see exactly how to react. I don't understand.
No, I get that. It's like just because you. All I'm saying is obviously you can predict something's happening, but if your reactions ain't fast enough to get to that point, like can you stop it though?
But has the manga showed that? Because the manga showed my point.
Well, I think it's shown that like speed feats and stuff. Like I said, the Bluno thing, like it doesn't have to necessarily be hockey, just because he predicted the move.
Not to
he couldn't
mention
do
the
anything
future
about
could
it.
be changed.
As I'm saying, Blue Nose was not seeing the future.
Yeah, but he predicted the move. It doesn't matter if this is the future or not. He predicted the
It-
move
it
and he couldn't
does.
stop it. Why? Why? It's just, they're doing the exact same thing. If you're predicting the move, you know what's gonna happen, and then it's still the move still successful. Then it's the same thing.
Because Blue Nose future or prediction capabilities were not on the same tier or the same level as Katakuri.
But he predicted us, but that's the point. You're just making a point in general. You haven't seen in the manga that speed feats to like overpower what
I
predictions.
tend to
or-
only go off of what I see in the manga. Speculation is just for fun.
But I just pointed out the Blue Note point, and you have no counter argument to it. You just said, "Oh, because it's not. He doesn't have observation. How
Yeah,
can he
exactly.
see
Well,
it?"
because Bluno's level is not as high as Katakuri in the observation stat.
But my point is the speed. It doesn't matter though, because Blue Note predicted the move. He couldn't do anything about it. That's just all I'm trying to say. And I think that applies to like you can use that to apply to observation to Haki as well.
So,
Okay.
Dad, did you say you said 6 out of 10, right? Or 7 out of 10? Now he must be gone.
Yeah. Don't fall asleep again, man.
He's not snoring.
Did Shanksy give an opinion?
Yeah.
What was your
Shanksy
final
was-
rating?
I think 6 out of 10.
Okay, you guys
Like, I
said
loved a lot
my
of
3 out of
things.
10. You guys think my 3 out of 10 was a little harsh, but before that it was 2 out of 10. Before I
Mine's
reevaluated.
2 out of 10. Like yours, I was gonna say yours.
You said what?
Harsh is still harsh.
No, I just really hate this arc.
Yeah, I hate it.
Tamago was in it and Jimby.
Nah, I don't know, man. Like, okay. Let me ask you guys. Just general curiosity. What arcs do you think are worse than this? If you think, like, okay, maybe not say worse, but maybe not as well written and stuff.
Foxy.
Foxy
Foxy?
doesn't count.
I did not like Foxy.
Nobody likes Foxy. That's the
Come
thing.
on.
Actually, I think Dan might like Foxy, but he's not here right now.
But Kuzan, like, the reveal of Kuzan.
Kuzan?
Like for
Yeah,
me,
like,
are you going ahead?
that's the arc where they revealed Kuzan and Admirals. That's supposed to suck.
What the one? When you first see okay, well Okiji.
Yeah, Long Ring Island.
Oh come on, that was a good arc, man. Okay.
But it sucked because Foxy was in it.
For me, I would say other arcs they're I would say they're not as boring. No, hold on. I would say those arcs are more boring, but they're not as badly written.
Yeah,
So
this
I,
is
can, I
really
guess I can see where I can see why you guys would say those arcs are worse than like this one, but I mean this one I just couldn't enjoy it.
It's better than War 7. So
Water 7?
What?
Like just Water
Okay,
7?
stop. That's okay. Everyone's entitled to opinion, but okay, you gotta tell me why War 7's like.
I think he means Water 7 without Eni's lobby, just Water 7.
Even
Yeah,
that
like-
was still it was still emotional. It was also had a lot of great stuff in that arc.
yeah, emotional. Exactly what? Mary Dine? Usopp else?
Yeah. Then Usopp took a massive W as well.
Nah, just personally, War 7 was never my favorite of arcs.
Ooh, god
Because there
damn.
are just plenty of L's. Just too much.
They had to take it.
But yeah,
like,
I realize it's just to build up to Eni's lobby, but like,
yeah.
I hate the segment with Usopp being a complete stubborn idiot towards Mary.
That's crew growth right there, man. That's crew growth.
And also, I personally didn't like Mary. I wanted her gone since day one.
Damn. So when the funeral was happening, you were just laughing. You was like, ha.
No, like, are you serious? Just destroy the fucking ship already. It's
Oh my
suffering.
God.
Yeah, actually, I didn't like how Usai was bitching all over the ship and stuff.
Yeah, and here's the thing, like, he already, the full context.
It was clearly
this-
because of Kaya. He was pretending it was about the ship.
Yeah, so he's just a weak, stubborn weakling.
Hey,
I have
okay,
the
I'm not.
unpopular opinion that I don't like Usopp, so I'm just
You
gonna
don't like
keep my
Usopp?
mouth shut.
I don't like him as well.
You don't like Usopp at all?
No, not yet. I'm sure I'll like him someday.
Or is it just
I'll
because of his
never
personality?
like him.
coward and stuff.
Unless he dies.
That's a large part of it, and especially after the time skip, he doesn't seem to have matured very much. He's gotten more powerful. That's for sure. But personally, he's not my favorite of the Straw Hats.
Okay, I can get.
I know what you're getting at. It's because of Dressrosa. Like
I had like a 2-hour argument with Dan over this, so I kind of am wary of talking about it.
No.
Well, I mean, Dan's not here right now, so
yeah.
Dan just overhypes us up.
I mean, it was like damn Chatty and like 4 other people telling me how wrong I was.
Yeah. I wouldn't say Usopp's my favorite, but he's pretty fun. I do like Usopp.
I mean, I enjoy his moments in like Alabasta and stuff but I mean, like in Thriller Bark. But I mean, like overall, he's just kind of okay.
No, but he's like the most like he's so creative though in the situations, the way he gets out of them. Like sometimes, obviously got plot hacks, but I don't know.
I was actually hyped when Sogi King showed up in Thriller Bark.
Still don't understand why he's part of the crew if the crew faces a lot of dangers.
He's a sniper, man. Everyone needs a sniper on that crew.
Yeah, and he's not even a good sniper.
About him that kind of was right is that his whole journey is to be the brave warrior of the sea, and so he can't be brave yet. I want him to be brave. I want him to stop running away, crying, and having snot coming out of his nose during fights.
Wasn't his goal to become the Sniper King? The king of...
No, he wants to be a brave warrior of the sea, like those of Elbaf.
I sometimes confuse.
He takes inspiration straight from Elbaf for his dream. And his father.
And it's still a failure.
Well, I mean, I would say that's all relative.
But that's his whole journey.
I feel like he is a brave warrior to see.
Someday he will be.
He keeps dipping out of fights.
Until he stops crying, he can't be a brave warrior to see to me.
But what about Robin? I dislike Robin more than.
Whoa! No Robin.
No
Robin disrespect in front of me.
Why? She knows so much stuff and she ain't telling nobody on the crew. She's just chilling.
Because the information.
Yeah, like she doesn't. She's not.
The information is dangerous.
No, it's not that. No, I'm not talking about Pluton and stuff. But I mean, like most of the information isn't relevant to them.
Well,
like she gives information that's necessary.
Because like Luffy doesn't care about dragons, so and the Sabo thing. I guess,
why would she?
I can't explain the Sabo thing.
Can you justify the Sabo thing?
She wanted the surprise to happen to Luffy.
I mean, would you even know that Sabo was officially?
She never wanted to ruin Luffy's journey, and that's the big part of like Luffy's thing is he doesn't want spoilers. He wants to do the whole thing. Find everything out for himself. So that's perfectly in line that she didn't tell him about Sabo.
But what if Sabo died? Like, it's your best mate.
Did she know his connection to Sabo? Because he didn't know it for a while.
Sure. Wait. During the time skip when Ace died, right? That's when he figured it out. When he got his memory back, right? He got like because of the traumatic experience of Ace dying and seeing.
Actually, how would Robin know?
Yeah, but did she know?
No, but
she just guessed that he's affiliated with Luffy.
Right, because Sabo's gonna ask because once Sabo found out they're in the same crew, of course he's gonna talk to them about it, right? I mean, they haven't shown that, but logically, that's I can say that would happen.
I mean, but as I was saying, Robin, other than the Sabo thing, like anytime she doesn't tell me anything, it just wasn't relevant to what was happening to them at the moment. Like, why would the Straw Hats need to know about stuff like the Void Sentry that she knows about? So don't slander Robin.
Mostly of the detectives.
It's kind of like I know about like how to play video games and God of War and stuff, but I'm not gonna talk about it right now because it's not relevant to what's happening right now. You know what I mean? That was probably a bad example.
I get what you mean. But I don't know, man. And just I don't know. I think she should be a lot stronger than she is personally. Like she's got a crazy.
She just doesn't get
her strength is very specialized. As they've said, speed doesn't matter against her.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
And that's proven with Hakuba.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, like, she used to be an assassin, man. She used to kill people.
Well, she was nerfed. She became a good guy. You know what happens? They get nerfed.
Yes, that happened to Caesar in this arc, bro. That stuff makes me mad.
Oh yeah, see, oh that's another. Oh yeah, what the hell happened to Caesar?
Oh no, I know
That's
exactly what happened. He flew away. That's just the end of
Yeah,
it.
I know he flew away, but I mean, like, I thought he would have got captured again or something. I don't know.
He
Like,
went to join
And see,
Kaido.
that actually leads into one of my favorite things about Whole Cake Island is that there's a bunch of these stories, these little tangents that aren't closed. We have all these little tidbits that didn't get wrapped up at the end of the arc like they normally do. And so there's a lot to think about for the future of interactions between these characters and what could happen.
man, I guess, but I want Caesar to join the crew. Damn
Oh
it, man.
yeah,
And
that's
not,
Why
but
do you want
no
Caesar
one
to join
wants
the
him.
crew?
Hell,
That
Luffy
makes-
doesn't even
He's-
remember his name.
They need him. They need to look. If Robin can be like, okay, Caesar's a lot worse than Robin. Robin, obviously, when she got
Nah.
redeemed. But
Robin
I'm
is
just
nothing compared to Caesar.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, obviously, Caesar's a lot worse, but it's not like Robin hasn't got like she got some dirt on her hands. Like she did some stuff. Caesar's done
So
some
what
incredible.
Zoro did as well. Zoro
But
killed,
Zoro-
Robin killed.
Yeah, but Zoro killed just to catch bad people to eat, and
Not
Robin
like he-
killed and survive, I guess. But still,
It's nothing like, but Caesar killed children. Not only
Yeah, no,
killed
that-
children, drugged them and killed them, or almost killed them by drugging them.
This conversation
he's
got a
supposed to
little-
be
I know what we're
Straw Hat
talking about, but
material
it got a little
because-
uncomfortable there.
Even Nami mentioned that.
yeah, it's fucked up. Yeah, I can't deny that. That is fucked. That's true.
Plus, we have Jinbe. What's wrong?
Oh
with
yeah, I gotta
Jinbe?
ask you guys. What do you guys want Carrot to join the crew?
No.
No,
I personally don't care who joins the crew next, but I mean, like,
It's gonna be.
I'm
Karen
not
anyway.
like vehemently against it. I just think there's a better role for her to fulfill.
And she technically is a part of the Strats as an alliance. She's part of the Minx.
yeah,
And
because
the
a lot
Minx
of
are
people,
allied with the
seem to
Strats.
think Carrot's gonna join the crew, and it's basically a certainty at this point. But I'm like,
That's-
I mean, she didn't really do much in Whole Cake.
I think she's going to be a retainer, just like the Dukes were.
Well, I mean, that would basically make her a part of the crew.
Yeah.
Technicality, though.
That's
Yeah,
the same
but she
thing
would
they said about
Straw Hat.
Rebecca,
Still
Barto, and
Like a
Viola.
representative of the Minx.
I mean, do you
Like
see her
every-
like being on the ship like all the time, though?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
she's
Like,
going to go with
folks
them
are
for the rest of the
impatient.
story.
Like they want a new crew member.
Or at least for the rest of Momo's involvement. Like once they get back when Wano and Momo's back in the picture.
Like maybe she'll
Because
go
the
on
whole
a
Minx
travel on her
Kazuki.
own.
His phone's ringing.
Oh, he's fell asleep and his phone's beeping.
Like she
who
might
is it?
she might
And
I'm gonna
she
mute
might continue Pedro's legacy, becoming a pirate with her own pirate crew.
yeah, she's
Moon
definitely.
pirates,
Yeah.
the new Nox pirates, Dusk pirates. Does Moon pirates is an appropriate name?
I bet it's taken though. I don't know why, but I just assume that Moon Pirates will be taken.
I think they'd call him like the Dawn Pirates of the Dawn or something like that.
Dusk
That was
is
the
more
whole thing.
appropriate though.
They were already night.
Yeah, to continue Pedro's legacy, like the eternal night before the great dawn.
Yeah, exactly. The Dawn.
Yeah. All right. So is there any other questions, guys? Because I think I might wrap up the stream now.
I just want to reiterate that this arc is a 3 out of 10. I used to have it at 2 out of 10, but I mean Katakuri and Capone and they raised the arc up.
It's your opinion, dude.
Yeah, I know that's all of this is our opinion. We'll just give my closing thoughts.
Okay. Well,
3 out of
okay, yeah. Okay, let's start with the positive people first. So like Tyler, Shangsu, like what do you guys what's your positives, I guess, for this arc and stuff before we close?
I think there's just a lot of interesting kind of tidbits left open and ready to explore. Katakuri was a beast, even though some people may disagree with like the last chapter, especially revealing he kind of let it all go. I think he's still an awesome character, one of the best villains. I'm glad there was no real Luffy versus Big Mom fight. That's a big positive because that leaves that open for the future as well. Overall, I think it was just a positive arc. It was a good lesson for everyone involved.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. Shang-Chi?
Elbaf. Just the Elbaf tease. I was always hyped for Elbaf. It's a
Fair
bit
enough.
disappointing that Oda just teased Elbaf, but it's better than nothing. And I also liked Karakuri because I always imagined like there would be a character similar to Luffy's personality and ability wise, even though Karakuri was trash. And
This guy.
just Tamago greatness.
But okay, Tamago don't really do anything, man. Let's be honest there.
There's a reason why it would be powerful and devastating.
Okay, man.
Don't
Okay.
underestimate the chicken.
Okay, that's I get it. All right, what about you, Devil Egg?
Well, I just want to say I hated this arc, and I already said why.
And I kind of have to agree with Devil Egg. I hate this arc too. I'm happy it's finished. Finally, One Piece can like start getting back to its greatness. There was a few good chapters, but yeah, man, this arc, man, too many up and downs, too many things that don't make sense. Like we've been saying it like for a lot of this already in this whole stream, but everyone else out there who's been watching, just leave if you want to leave your comments and say why you like this arc or why you don't like this arc. Feel free, just leave a comment under in the description or whatever.
And feel free to leave a dislike and call us faggots too.
Yeah,
That's also acceptable.
yeah. I don't agree with Devil Egg. You could call him a faggot, but me, just leave me out of it. Yep, thank you.
All right, let me put on my best Debo impression.
Yep. Actually, wait, before we do that, Tyler, do you wanna actually, yeah, everyone else left. Do you got anything to plug? Got anything, Tyler, you doing or?
Nope.
All right.
Nope. I'm just a guest. I'm glad I caught this one. I almost never get the notifications, even though I get the invites.
Oh, okay, sound. But yeah,
So
thanks for coming through,
this
man.
time. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, appreciate it. Sound. We should be, I guess. Yeah, we should. Yeah, and thanks to everyone else that came as well. So, Shang-Chi, thanks for coming. Madara, thanks for coming. And what was the other guy? Shit.
John Donuts wanted to come, but he couldn't get into the call for some reason.
Oh, savage. Sorry, John and Donuts. Next time, man. Next time we'll get you in. But yeah, man. Just thanks to everyone that came through and thanks for watching, guys. And let's just do this, Devil Egg. Take it away.
Outer Haven.
Disassemble. Dun, 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 dun. Whole cake sucks.
You'd have to end like that.
Wow.